motherfucking, I said I was gonna go get some
No, but
pasta or whatever.
what was your question one more time, man?
Who the fuck put cheese in they spaghetti?
What
I
kind of
feel
cheese you
like
talking
them.
about? You talking about Parmesan cheese?
Nah, like it
A
was
big.
like
I was
provolone. Like
about to say a big part of the
Parmesan
what?
is different. Like that's a sprinkle of some cheese or whatever for real. Or even if it's a layer, I get it. I
Right.
mean provolone along the same lines or whatever. But I went. I told you I wanted to get some pasta or whatever for dinner.
Hold on, hold on. Was it like a thin shred of provolone, like motherfucker come like swat swat, or it was showing up like a swat, like a slice of provolone, yo?
Like a schwap, nigga. Like a slice or two of the
No,
motherfucker. Like
that
you ever had pizza fries before?
yeah, that's my shit.
So you know how that top layer ain't
Right.
nothing but cheese.
Yeah. I know what
That's
you're talking about.
exactly how the fucking spaghetti came.
Oh nah. You gotta ask me if I want that shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I open that bitch up when I get home. I'm all excited and shit. I'm like, man, this motherfucking shit is hot. This shit smell good. Like I tasted a little bit of the sauce or whatever for real because I got a side of marinara too because they'll never be giving you enough marinara sauce. But
Right.
so I tasted the sauce and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit really smack. And they gave me some garlic bread. I'm in that bitch gas. I open that bitch and it's a thick ass layer of cheese on top, and that's not even the worst part to me. They had all the meat paws attached to the cheese.
Yeah. So
So
you
like when
had
you
to.
peel a thick ass layer of cheese
So
off,
you would have had to mix it up with the cheese in order to get.
exactly in order to get some, because otherwise it's just spaghetti, it's just sauce and noodles. Like
Right.
I was mad as a bitch, man. Granted, that shit was only like $16, so I wasn't too hurt.
Right.
Other places was trying to charge like $30 for some spaghetti for real, so I wasn't too hurt. But that shit fucked the nigga head up. I just want to know if anybody else is out here putting cheese in their spaghetti.
See that's like a whole nother dish, yo. Like I do know, and I have heard of people doing like this whole like baked spaghetti thing. You know what I mean? To where as though they bake the spaghetti and they put a layer of cheese over the top. But that's a specific like dish. You gotta tell a nigga that's what you're doing with the spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? That's damn
Yeah,
near like lasagna almost. You know what I mean? That's more of a
nah, for real.
casserole for real. I think
Mhm.
it's I think it's like specifically classified as a casserole once you do that shit. You know what I mean? So nah, if I ask you for some spaghetti with marinara and meat sauce paws, that's
I
not what
want
I'm
some.
looking for.
Yeah, I just want some fucking noodles, some sauce, and some ground beef. 'Cause I was ready to say
Yeah,
meat, and I was gonna have to pause that shit. But ground beef, like that's all a nigga want for real. Like I don't know. That shit just kind of blew me for real. But game is the game. Um, nigga got a little off topic to begin the shit.
yeah. We was
Top
talking
to the
about
building.
food.
What
We
it
was talking
do?
about food, man. They try to murder me on that damn on that grill yesterday. Lord have mercy, yo. Well, I ain't gonna say they tried to murder me, because to my understanding, I could have got relief. But according to everybody, I was in a zone, so ain't nobody want to mess with me.
Fuck with
Like,
you. Nah, that makes sense.
yeah, no, I don't want to hear that
I
shit.
know how I get.
Mm,
No, I know how I get. The last
I don't
time my
want to hear it.
sister had a cookout, I was supposed to cook on a grill, but my homeboy, he had got there before me, so he was in the zone. We had three grills. Nigga was motherfucking moving meticulously through all three of them for real, like it was nothing. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna let him do his thing. At the end of the night, he felt exactly how you felt, like that Popeyes woman in that picture for real when them chicken sandwiches was hot. It was motherfucking tired as a bitch. He like, man, I just cooked everything for over 100 people. Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. I'm like, yeah, I'd have helped you. Well, why you ain't say nothing? Cause you was in the zone, nigga. Like, nigga cooking. It's like if you on a basketball court for real, and you hitting your shots, nigga gonna keep letting you shoot for real until you start missing. He
Right,
wasn't
right.
missing. Nigga wasn't missing. Like the chicken was coming off, juicy pies, the motherfucking burgers was smacking, the hot dogs was burnt to the right extent. Like The nigga was in his zone. Like you was in your zone yesterday, bro. You just gotta take that shit as a compliment.
Yeah, nah, people lazy and don't want to be hot, nigga. They gonna pump you up so you can keep going, nigga.
I
Ain't
guess I
worried
could
about.
say that. I guess I could say that because I be on the grill too. So I can say a nigga was in the zone and not feel bad. But if you is one of them niggas that just come and you gas a nigga up because you don't want to get on the grill yourself, then yeah, you is a shitty nigga.
Yeah.
Ah, but did they enjoy themselves? You did your thing.
No. Everybody enjoyed themselves, and like my father is like hosted at my father house. So you know what I mean. I got kind of like take the responsibility. You know what I mean. Of
Cause
stepping up.
yeah, he
You know what
getting
I mean.
older. Yeah, he getting a
Yeah,
little older.
that's really how I looked at it and shit. Like, yo called me today, like, but I thought you was gonna give up, yo. You did a good job. I did everybody talking about did a good job, all this other shit. So, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's also a bad sign too. I
Oh
mean, you
no,
up next for the next one.
oh they got this like the third one and then dead.
Oh yeah. You stamped now.
Yeah, it's like the third one. I ain't want to say it like y'all don't remember last year. Y'all acting like this is a unique experience. You know what I mean? I
Niggas
ain't
say
want
I
I ain't,
does this.
I ain't want to get
Nah,
upset.
fuck that. They gonna keep putting you on your grill. It's time for you to start popping your shit. I'm the
Yeah,
grill
yeah.
master in this family now, nigga.
Yeah, like it was a unique experience. Like I ain't just do this the same cookout last year. I don't remember. It was probably 4th of July, but it was the same big cookout last year. And then 2 weeks later, my mother and my father want to have like a immediate family cookout. So I'm out that bitch again like 2 weeks later on some immediate family shit. You know, not as big, but it's still hot out there, bitch type shit, nigga.
It's
That's
funny
all.
you say that because we had a 4th of July. We always do something. Somebody in my family do something the same way. And then my birthday is July 23rd. So the turnaround for that is hook
Young Papa, what's up, man?
Sixers.
Sixers.
Yeah, yo.
Knicks, nigga, fuck you talking about? We the defending
You know,
champions.
There
We the
all right,
defending champions, nigga. Fuck you talking
before
about?
you
we get
go.
into it, before we go off the rails, how was your fourth? What you do, man?
I ain't do shit. I'm vegetarian.
For
There
real.
ain't much I can
Oh,
do.
you can't even enjoy it. Nigga had some beans and some bread.
I'm saying they got nigga, they got bean glizzies. Pause. Yo,
I'm
he
just
eating
saying,
bean
that's what he
glizzies.
had. He had some beans and some bread,
That
yo.
nigga's eating some bean glizzies, yo. That's funny, yo. Oh my goodness, yo.
That
Soy
shit nasty,
glizzies
I
but
don't eat salad.
no, we was just talking about how niggas transitioning into being the niggas that's on the grill for their family for real. Like growing up, you know, it was always somebody else on there. Now don't nobody want to do the shit, so niggas
Yeah,
had to end up taking over for real. Like that
bro. I
shit,
did that last year. I'm like,
I
bro, I don't spend
I
all
don't
this
even
money
eat
on
meat.
meat. Yeah, I don't spend all this money on meat. I'm
Oh.
hot as hell. Shit was hot as hell last year, especially over that fire. I ain't doing it this year. It's 100 degrees this year. Not this year. I ain't do shit really. I went to work
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
nah.
I mean,
Got that holiday pay.
I took it as a low key challenge, but I ain't want to tell nobody that I took it as a challenge because then they going, you know what I mean? It's worse if you tell them you taking it as a challenge. You know what I mean? So I thought I would get some relief, but nobody, you know what I mean, offered any relief at all. You know what I mean? Like
Bro's
not the
over there
flip.
doing his thing. As long as the food good, just coming off the grill, ain't nobody coming to fucking relieve you.
Yeah,
Now, if you did some like underwhelming hamburgers or your hot dogs weren't burnt on the right side or some shit like that, the nigga would have came and got you. That's what you should
yeah.
have did if you ain't want to be on the grill.
No, see, they got them grill pans now, yo. It's harder to fuck the shit up now. You know what I mean? They got like the aluminum foil shit that go right on top of the grill with the holes in it. So that shit,
My
it's like it's harder to fuck up now.
my sister is well, both of my sisters, I got three of them, but two of my sisters is vegans or whatever, and they eat those fake ass whatever the fuck they are hot dogs,
Yeah,
and
soy glizzies, yo. They soy glizzies, yo.
I was tired of being on the grill. I thought I was done and shit. They like, nah, can you clean the grill and can you throw them on there or whatever? I fucked them up so bad, they don't never ask me to cook them bitches again.
Bro, them shits ain't for the grill, yo. You
Yo,
Them
got
shits
I
ain't
left
for
them bitches
nothing.
on there so long. By the time she took them off, they was dry. That bitch was fleeking and everything for real.
yeah,
Like,
yo. You gotta you probably got air fry them, but you probably gotta wrap them up in aluminum foil with a wet paper towel. You know what I mean? And then air fry that shit, yo. Like that shit ain't right, man.
I fucked
Them
them up
shit,
on purpose. I ain't even
I
try to
don't
figure
even,
out how I
bro.
cook them bitches.
I don't eat that shit. Anything disguised as meat, like any
And I
vegetable
can
that people
respect
try,
that about you.
I don't do that because
And if I went vegan, that's
that.
how
What's
I
the
would
point
do.
of being? You might as well just eat the meat at that point.
Yeah, pause. Yeah,
I
that's
respect
exactly
that
how I
about
would do.
you for real, dead ass. Like I hate that shit. Like, you don't like meat, but you ready to take some motherfucking toothpicks and some tofu and make chicken wings or whatever for
Yeah,
real.
like what?
Like come
Like
on, bro. Like just eat a chicken wing.
the shit I eat a lot of like fajitas and shit like that. Like onions and peppers is a lot in my diet. I still eat eggs in the morning and shit,
So
but
what do you is what else do you get for protein?
This nigga Mark said I pitched a complete game
I'm.
yesterday and shit.
I mean, I eat peanut butter. I eat eggs. I eat beans a lot. Dinner, we eat beans a lot, like black beans, rice and
I know
beans,
your
Puerto Rican
toilet
rice
hates
and
you,
beans.
nigga. I know
You
your
said what?
toilet hates you. I know your toilet hates you. Like,
They don't know no better though. That's the thing about it. When they
that
start,
motherfucker hate to see him coming.
if you do it when they kids, when they toddlers and they babies, they don't know no better. They don't know no difference. It's
I
food
ain't
to
talking
them.
about his kids. I say his toilet, nigga.
Oh, I think you said his children. I think you said his children. Yeah. Beans don't do that shit to me though, yo. That's a dairy problem, yo.
Man, nah,
I mean,
beans, man.
I eat a lot of cheese too.
Ooh.
I do eat a lot of
You put
cheese.
cheese in your spaghetti, bro?
Nah, I don't do that.
All right,
I,
cause that's what we started the show with. I went and got some spaghetti and shit because I wanted some pasta. Them niggas put a
yeah,
whole layer of cheese over top of the spaghetti.
like sliced cheese.
Nah, it was like provolone cheese, but like you ever had pizza fries before?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
like they
same
got
shit
that
you
layer of
put on
cheese
chicken
on the
parm
top.
sandwich.
Pretty much, yeah. And then at that point, it's not spaghetti to me.
All right, so I know what type of spot you went to. So that spot, they cook every spaghetti like pasta dish exactly the same. Because when Tahim said something about the chicken palm, they made the damn spaghetti and meat sauce exactly like they make their chicken parmesan. And probably if you get anything else in there like pasta dish, it's gonna look just like that. And that's wild. That's how I know they bowly, yo. Ain't no Italian gonna do that, yo. You got that bowly, yo.
Oh, them bitches said authentic Italian on the front of their fucking
No,
building.
yo, every bowly in the world say that, yo.
Well, they some
Nigga,
bitches.
nigga, pizza bowly themselves probably got something that say authentic Italian somewhere, yo. And you know them
Well,
niggas.
they some
That's,
bitches. I
The
can tell
only
you
the
that much.
only cheese go on spaghetti is like grated parmesan.
yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nigga can deal with grated parmesan because I don't eat cheese like that for real, like really at all. So
So you don't like pizza?
them putting that, I take the cheese off the pizza.
Oh, we said this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wow, yo.
Yeah,
Yo, you
I
sick,
take the
yo.
cheese off the
Yo,
pizza.
you are sick, yo. You need to go to
Yeah,
the doctors,
that's
yo.
different.
Get some blood work done, yo. Check your iron or something,
Yo, this
yo.
nigga just said that all he eat is fucking onions, peppers, and beans, and you gonna tell me I'm sick because
Nah,
I
that's
don't
not
eat
all
cheese?
I
But
eat.
Yo,
that's
come
a
on,
change. I'm
yo.
pretty sure he grew up eating regular food and then he switched. Now
I grew up eating cheese
I see if you
too.
said, damn, yo, the cheese started fucking my stomach up so bad, yo, I still wanted pizza, so I had started taking the cheese off, nigga. You talk like you don't like cheese, yo, nigga. You don't
Do y'all want me to give y'all the
you don't
story?
put cheese on your burgers, yo. This nigga eat a steak sub, yo. Who the fuck eat a steak sub, yo? That
It's
shit
not called a
that shit
steak
don't even
steak
sound
sub.
right. Yo, let me get a steak.
It's just called a. It's just called let me get a steak sub.
That's
That's it.
that's not even a thing though. I
It's,
ain't never.
It is a thing.
it's a steak steak.
You can walk into a place and you be like, let me get a steak sub. And they're
And they
gonna be
gonna
like,
put
you want
cheese
it
on
with
that
no
bitch, yo. You
cheese?
gotta make
And
sure,
then
yo.
you're gonna be like, yeah.
And then,
I'm gonna give y'all the story. Cause you feel like I gotta have a reason not to eat cheese.
no,
So
I'm lactose
back in
intolerant,
the
yo. So I understand, but I eat it though.
I'm lactose intolerant now, but I wasn't growing up.
Okay.
So back in the G when I was around 7, 8. So this was around when Young Hooks was born, around like 98, 99. I used to we used to live in this little neighborhood. My mother best friend used to live there. She had a daughter. Her name was Shanika King. And I
Okay,
and
that's
I and I
whole
want to
name,
say
yo.
her whole name because I hate that bitch.
Damn, yo.
Shanika King.
That's fucked up, yo.
We used to go in the refrigerator. We used to take Kraft singles out the refrigerator and eat them bitches while we was running around outside. You feel me? I used to eat cheese. I ate them little cheese
Right,
sticks,
right, right,
all
Marcus,
that dumb
yo.
shit.
I'm gonna
All that
die
dumb shit.
first, yo.
You, you feel me? I'm trying to get y'all the fucking
I'm
story.
listening, yo.
But one day, you know, when you growing up, y'all kind of grow up even. Sometimes bitches is
A
bigger than
meat
niggas.
lover steak sandwich. But yo, just
You know
seem
what?
funny, yo. A steak.
Fuck y'all in this
It's a
conversation,
steak
though.
sub.
Not even.
Yeah,
I'm not
that shit is
even.
forever a steak sub, yo. But go ahead, yo. My bad, yo. What happened, yo? Why you don't eat the cheese, yo?
He don't want to say it no
We
more.
done
Yeah,
here.
yo. Why you don't eat the cheese,
We done
yo?
here. I want to make sure we done here before
why
I continue with my
why
story
you don't eat
about my fucking
why you
trauma.
don't eat the
I
cheese,
want y'all
yo?
to see my hand too about my fucking trauma, motherfuckers.
Why you don't eat the
Like
cheese,
that
yo?
shit.
I see
Like
you,
this shit
yo.
hurt my heart telling this story.
All right, yo. Why you don't eat the
Anyway,
cheese, yo?
anyway, at the time, Shanika was about a year or two older than me for real.
Right.
So she was bigger than me. So one day, bitch say Crevon. I turn around like a dumbass, huh? Got my mouth open. She had a ball of fucking Kraft singles. Bitches stuffed. She stuffed them bitches in my mouth. She holds her hand over my mouth, so I can't spit the shit out. So for a good 5 minutes, I'm spitting the shit out, swallowing it, throwing it back up, spitting it out, and swallowing it. And mind you, she a disgusting bitch because I was doing all this shit on her hand. Like, on her fucking hand, but she
Yeah.
didn't care. She didn't care. She kept holding that bitch there for real. You feel me? So the taste of cheese and how it feel when it's coming back up
For
is
five
ingrained in my
minutes?
mind for real. Huh?
For 5 minutes?
I don't know if it was actually 5 minutes, nigga. I was 7,
It
but
seemed like forever. It seemed like forever. You know
it
what
was
I
a
mean?
long ass
I mean, I
time.
get that. I get that.
You
So
know,
you ain't been eating you ain't been eating cheese since you was 5, yeah?
since I was 7. Yeah,
Damn. See, that would have probably fucked it up for the yellow cheese for me, yo. But I'm still eating pizza, yo. Fuck that shit, yo.
I still eat
Yo, but
pizza.
so
It,
you don't fuck with no like damn, no cheese at all? Like not even
No,
freshly grated cheese?
nope.
Mac and cheese?
I ain't never. I can like. I might have eaten mac and cheese before that point, but I
yo,
can honestly say I have never eaten mac and cheese as far as I can remember.
damn, yo, we gotta pray for you over this cheese, yo, cause you missing out, yo.
Y'all don't gotta pray for me about no cheese, yo. I'm good. I'm fucking good,
You
yo.
missing out, yo.
Like
You missing out on
I don't
Monster.
need
Yo, you
like
missing
so
out
like
on
if I eat a
Monster,
pizza,
yo. You missing
so if
out
I eat a
on
pizza, I
Swiss,
leave as much
provolone,
cheese. No, 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 and no.
I like
Like
pepper jack is good.
pepper
nope.
jack, yo. You missing out on all kinds of cheeses, yo. Damn, yo. I feel bad for you,
And
yo.
mozzarella is
Even cream
delicious.
cheese on a bagel banging, yo. Like, yo, you just missing out. You on a lot of shit, yo.
And on
You
top of
only,
me not eating
you only
cheese,
eat cheesecake, Eve. I know you don't eat that either, yo.
fuck
Because it got
no.
cheese in it, yo. Because it got
Fuck
cheese in it,
no.
yo. Damn, yo.
On top of me not eating cheese, I don't even
Cheesecake kind
eat
of mid.
shit. I don't even eat shit if it's white.
Mayonnaise?
No.
Hold up, yo. You drink, you eat dry steak subs, yo.
Ketchup,
I put ketchup and mustard on it.
mustard.
Yo, this nigga is a fucking animal, yo.
I
Yo,
just
you,
had I just
yo.
had a chicken.
Mustard.
I just had
Whoa.
a chicken steak sub like a good week ago,
This
and it
nigga
had
got a,
ketchup, mustard, and pickles on it, lettuce and tomatoes. Yep.
That bitch said a chicken steak sub.
That
Anybody
nigga
else
got
say a chicken cheese steak?
a chicken steak. I had a chicken steak. Yo,
Yeah,
Yo,
chicken
like,
steak,
okay.
nigga.
ew, your sandwiches be dry.
Yeah, yo. Yo.
What
Yo,
the
Y'all
hold
some
up
hell?
though,
No
yo.
ill-ass
cheese,
niggas,
no
yo.
mayonnaise?
Yo,
I'm
you
not putting
you
no mayonnaise on my shit, yo. Ew.
so you just eat
Bro, I'm not
eggs.
gonna lie. The only thing I miss
You
is
just
a
eat butter
cheesesteak.
eggs, yo.
Hmm?
You just eat butter eggs, yo.
Yeah, with pepper on them, yeah.
This nigga eat
But
butter.
eggs don't need cheese to be good.
Nah, yo, you need some cheese and eggs at this point in my life, yo. Like before I started eating
Nah,
cheese
you
eggs, 'cause
put
I ain't
some
I ain't started
salt
off
and
with
pepper
cheese eggs.
on it.
I ain't cooking the eggs, yo. I go eggless, yo, if I can't put no cheese in my shit. Matter of fact, I eat a boiled egg before I eat some scrambled eggs with no cheese in them, yo. I just boil the motherfucker, yo, cause
Why?
See, and then y'all
nah,
gonna get
yo, I
mad
just
at me
boil that
too
shit.
when I tell y'all how I like my scrambled eggs, right? If I'm not eating the scrambled eggs with no with like no bacon and shit like that, no bacon, no waffles, I'ma eat it on a sandwich with guess what, Hooks? Mustard.
You're dirty,
Yo, this
yo.
nigga from England, yo. This nigga British, yo. Yo, stop faking the Baltimore accent, yo. You nigga faking, yo. Stop
Yo,
faking that shit, yo. This nigga British.
yo, guess
Yo,
what?
you're different. That is different. But
Yo,
y'all got Jersey Mike's out there, right?
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it ain't real though. That shit ain't real.
I get the veggie. I'll tell them to cook the peppers and onions, and then tell them to melt the cheese on it. So it's like a cheesesteak without the motherfucking steak.
Yo, I would never
So
go.
you
I
just
would
eating
never
a
eat out,
veggie steak?
yo, if I had to eat that shit,
Yeah,
yo. Like,
basically,
You
yeah.
just eat a veggie steak or a
that,
veggie set like I don't even know how to.
Uh,
Y'all talking about
it-
me, right? Not eating cheese. This
see,
nigga
yo, I like
literally
once
said,
again, yo, this man is searching for alternatives, turning away from something that he actually ate, yo. You was 7, so that shit don't even count. You've been eating. You have not been eating cheese way longer than you've been basically thinking, yo. You know what I'm saying? So you never really ate cheese, yo. Really, yo. You ate it until you were 7. That don't count, yo. You know what I'm saying? So you just never really ate the cheese, yo. He ate he ate animal flesh, yo,
"What
and
made you
stopped
stop,
eating it.
Hook?"
bro, that shit fake. That shit. So meat don't taste different now from like 10 years ago to y'all.
No, not really.
Nah, nah,
You don't think
Like
so?
not really.
nah.
Like nah, like now I don't eat like big ass pieces of chicken or whatever for real. Like I don't do shit like that. But like normal fried chicken still tastes like normal fried chicken. Like a
That's
piece of steak.
that's Tahim. That's Tahim, Marcus. Go ahead.
I mean, it was more so for me. It was more so steak. I
Hmm.
don't know if like the quality of steak, like more so like cheesesteak, like that cut steak. Like that shit just kept tasting off to me. Like I had a cheesesteak one day. The last thing I ate was meat. It was a cheesesteak. That's probably the only thing I miss is like a good cheesesteak. Cause I'm from South Jersey. I'm right near Philly, so
Yeah,
you go. I'm 30, 40 minutes away from the real shit. But I got this shit one day and it just made me real groggy and nasty and
yeah. I can feel you on that. And if you felt better when you stopped, I can
yeah.
feel
So
you,
and I
yo.
just never after like 3 weeks you lose that craving and like every now and then you smell something that smell good, but I don't really have a craving for it no more. So
Yeah,
it's
I can't eat enough of that. I can't eat enough of that all that shit in order for me to maintain my weight, yo. I mean, I probably had to take some like some protein or something like that. I I probably had to do too much to maintain my weight. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like
It's easier than you think, bro.
it's hard. It's already difficult for me to stay like around like 175. Like I really rather be like 180, but it's hard for me to stay like 175 unless I'm like lifting weights real heavy and like fucking maybe like taking protein and like creatine and shit like that. Just off of eating and exercising, I can't. So I know if I stop eating meat paws, I probably wither away for real. I be saying motherfuckers that do that shit, yo, I don't be looking right.
I'm still about 200. When I started, I probably was like almost 250, 220 ish,
Yeah,
between 250 and 220. But
exactly.
at one point, I was all the way down to about 190.
I
Now
can't
I'm
do
like at 200.
160. Like I can't do 160, yo. That's too small for me. Yeah, you like some you like fireworks yesterday, Ty?
Nah, I was at work till like 8. Got home around 9. Shit
Yeah,
was over.
yeah. These new fireworks, man. These motherfuckers got the real shit now. We was talking about it earlier, yo. This shit was like the inner harbor yesterday, Craig. Fuck Craig go, yo. You.
Yeah, he not even on here no more.
Oh, that's you on the what's the name that we can't
Yeah,
see?
he
That's
not on here no more. His shit just exited out.
yeah, but we did a
Nigga
cookout at
said
my
I'm vegan. I am not vegan. Hooks is not vegan. Vegan's that extra shit where bitch they don't eat nothing. They
yeah.
don't eat
You can't eat regular cheese
animal. They
again.
don't. Yeah, you can't
Yeah, you
eat.
can't eat regular
You can't
cheese.
even get honey.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's anything derived from an animal. So no milk, no honey, no motherfucking. I don't know what else. Eggs. Like, and to me, low key, like, am I truly a vegetarian if I still eat eggs? That's kind of like
All right, this is my understanding.
I know technically they say it's a vegetarian,
Yeah,
but
this is my understanding of what actual vegetarianism is, because it's not about eating all plants. Vegetarianism, like the root of the word is like a Greek word for like vitality. So it's supposed to be eating foods that give you life, like vital foods and shit. You know what I mean? That was the basis of it. But in the English translation, the way we think, we hear veg and then it's automatic vegetarian. I mean, that's all you eat is vegetables. You know what I mean? But it's actually not about that for real. That's not how it started. You know what I mean?
that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think it's literally called something else if you eat with your particular diet. Like you don't eat living animals. You know what I mean? Shit that was a living animal. So
Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
basically
so that's a whole
that's.
that's another category. You know what I mean? Because like you said, that veganism shit, that's just a whole different like they weird.
I mean, technically, the only thing I could think of that I still consume is um, and I didn't even peep this for a while. When my girlfriend makes like the vegetable fried rice, she put the oyster sauce in it.
Okay,
So that's really it.
okay,
Oh, that and eggs. That's really it.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty basic with my food. My chick put some oyster sauce in my food. We gonna have a problem. Um,
Nah, you don't like. Well, it gives it that. You never had the fried rice with that shit.
nah, I don't need no oyster sauce in my fried rice. Show some soy in there, yo. A little bit of soy in there, and I'm good.
Yeah, so it's soy sauce, oyster sauce, and it's another sauce and
Okay,
shit.
yeah, nah, I'm good with the soy, yeah.
I think it's a sesame oil.
Yeah, yeah, I'm familiar with that too. I'm familiar with the sesame. with the sesame oil. But that soy, nah, nah. But wait for Crab to get back, yo. But so we can get to the nitty gritty. But that off season, we might as well get started with my boy, the new Boston Strangler, Jalen Jordan. Jalen Jordan. Don't be surprised if you don't hear me out Philly like Jalen Jordan. Don't be surprised, yo.
But I tell you what, them motherfuckers gotta get it done.
Yeah.
They gotta get it done this year. Cause you don't know how Embiid need gonna be year two. You gotta get it done this year. No ifs, ands, especially if LeBron come to
Oh, if
town.
LeBron come, that's crazy, yo. I can't. I don't think that's gonna happen, though, yo. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Honestly, bro, if I'm LeBron James, I cannot pass up playing with this roster. Straight up, like I cannot
Ain't a
pass
couple
that up.
rosters he can't
And
pass.
I can.
He can't pass up playing with.
I think the Sixers is, bro. It's the perfect fit for his skill set and his age right now. You got two young bucks, Maxi and Maxi not really young no more, but what is he like 27 probably? You got Maxi and VJ in the backcourt. That's going to carry you through the regular season. You got Jalen Brown. That's 25 a night, 25, 6 rebounds, 4 assists a night. That's going to be your primary defender. And you got a big. You never played with a big like that.
Yeah,
You
you really.
just, if you Philly, you just got to low manage LeBron and Embiid. Even if we don't get LeBron, you just got to low manage Embiid the whole regular season and make sure he's at least 70% for the
Yeah.
playoffs. I mean, that's been the same song for the last 5, 6 years,
I
but
mean, it,
this
if he can, you can literally load manage him in the playoffs now. I think that's how you're looking at it. So you load manage him all the way through. You know what I mean? You going into series knowing that no matter how deep this series go, Embiid not playing no more than 3 games in the series. You know what I mean? That's how you gotta look at the shit.
you think so?
Until y'all get to the finals or something like that, or the conference finals.
The conference finals. Yeah.
Yeah. So you figure you get to the I mean, of course, if it's a closeout game, whatever the closeout game is, as far as on y'all side, if y'all about to get closed out, I thought I heard. What's the name come in? Of course, if y'all about to get closed out, he gonna have to play regardless. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like in the series that's running, even like a little back and forth series or whatever. You know what I mean? I think y'all go into the series like we plan on playing NB 3 games, and as it goes deeper into the playoffs, he had to ramp up a little bit. You know what I mean? Shit, y'all might find that y'all don't need that nigga. Y'all drumming might end up being better for y'all or something. You ever think of it like that? Yo, drumming might end up being a better fit with Embiid not really, you know what I mean? Like it's not enough basketballs for Embiid to be on the floor with those guys anymore, you know?
Yo,
Mm, Not Mitchell Robinson, the other big.
y'all can hear me?
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
talking
loud as
about?
shit. Turn you down a little bit. I can hear you though.
You know
First
what
of
Now
I'm
what
talking
all,
what other
about?
big
y'all don't be discussing Nick's business
Purdy,
without
some
the
shit like
Knicks.
that.
I mean, without the resident Knicks fan.
ain't nobody say nothing about the Knicks yet, and that's the crazy part, yo. We talking
Y'all said
about the
all I
Sixers
heard
and
was
shit like that.
Drummond. Drummond just signed with New York, and he gonna be a better fit in New York than Mitch was.
Yeah, she can shoot free throws a little bit better, but no, I thought y'all still had Drummond. So who y'all pick up, Ty?
We got the nigga from the Knicks.
Oh, you
What's
talking
his
about the
name, cuz? Hawk Purdy?
African looking nigga?
Oh, y'all got yeah. What's his name? I can't never pronounce this shit. I know who you talking about though. Hawk Purdy or Hawk Purdy, some shit like that. her pretty. Yeah, no, I like Drummond.
He
Like
asked.
I don't like Mitch. I like Drummond as a backup center, bro. Like
Yeah, I like
if
Drummond as a backup center,
if
yo.
you
Nah, Drummond
compare
is
what
solid
Drummond
big
do
for
to
real.
what Mitch do,
Cause he could shoot
they
now.
not too far, even at this age.
He not even. I mean, he not even old because he started so young. He just been around so long for real.
Like motherfucking I'll take Drummond at this stage over Mitch for what we paid. We paid the vet minimum, what, like $5 million for Drummond for real. You feel me?
This really, this
Mitch
really,
just got
Yeah,
47 million from
3.9.
motherfucking Boston.
this really can be Drummond, JaVale McGee up. You know what I mean? When he was playing championship basketball for real.
Like,
This can
I
be a
don't know.
JaVale
I
up.
fuck with Drummond, bro. You know, Drummond a UConn guy, so I super fuck with Drummond. So
I mean,
I think out of everybody I seen play basketball, Drummond probably the best rebounder from
that
'99.
you what you didn't
From my,
see. You didn't see Ben
I,
Wallace?
I mean, I seen Ben Wallace, but what I really remember is Chicago Bulls Ben Wallace.
Oh, okay. No, because
That's
Detroit
the
Ben
Ben Wallace
Wallace
I
was
really
was
remember.
was because to me, I know everybody will always point to Rodman or whatever. So I understand what you're saying. Because to me, the best rebounder I've ever seen was Ben Wallace. Like that
Yeah,
nigga was just a menace. Like he
Like,
was everywhere for
you know
real.
what?
Like,
The only other nigga I could think of is Reggie Evans. Reggie Evans was a beast on the boards,
yeah.
especially
I
the
mean, he was,
offensive boards. I don't
yeah,
know
he got phased out by the
how
NBA.
he was.
He couldn't shoot. He got phased out by the
he
NBA. That's
something
all it
else.
really was.
We could dunk.
Nigga couldn't shoot. That nigga couldn't like hit free throws. That nigga couldn't do nothing offensively. Like, but he was like you said, a rebounding machine.
He was
But
a he was a he was a
you
ni- he was
know,
a '90s holdover type player, yo. Like he was one of them guys that would have thrived in the '80s and the '90s type niggas and shit.
and that's what I was ready to say for real. Like, if you'd have put him in the '90s, like I use another nigga that flamed out that niggas didn't think was that good, but I just felt like played in the wrong era. Motherfucking Jaleel Okafor, yo. Jaleel Okafor, if he was drafted 5, 10 years earlier, max. Like it ain't even had to be that long before. If he was just drafted 5 years earlier, Jaleel Okafor would have been a perennial All Star, yo.
Shit, nigga, if he got
He would have
drafted,
been the same. Nah, he would have been like the same thing as Al Jefferson.
yeah, I agree. I agree. But shit, like, I don't know if he'd have got drafted in the last 2 years, he might have been better for real. Because he probably would have.
You know, another
He probably
nigga,
would have extended
and
it.
it's
He
funny
probably
that
would have
they all
extended
end
his
up
game.
coming from Duke.
Who that? Who you talking about?
What you
No,
say?
I'm listening. Go ahead. Who you about to say?
I was ready to say Jabari Parker too.
Yeah, that had to do with his body. That had nothing to do with his
He a
game, though.
beast. Yeah.
And
Nigga had
I'll
money.
always the thing with Jabari was if y'all go back and watch him play, watch his highlights when he was at his best, he Jabari played like Derrick Rose, yo. He played like a 6'8", 250 pound Derrick Rose. And that's definitely not if it wasn't good for Derrick Rose knees, it's definitely not good for Jabari Parker knees. Of course he's not as quick and explosive, but they move the same. They do these crazy 2-footed hop steps, changing direction. You know what I mean? Another player who played off 2 feet violently was Penny Hardaway. Go watch Penny Hardaway highlights. They play off of that's the best. That's how I describe it. They play off of 2 feet violently. And another cat that's in danger is my guy Stephon Castle. You know what I mean? He does some of the same shit, though. Them violent 2 foot hop steps. jumping laterally, landing on 2 feet. For some reason, that shit fucks niggas up, yo, for real.
Which is crazy because you would think it would distribute the pressure more evenly than landing on one foot.
It's not the regular hop steps going forward. It's the lateral hop steps exploding off that, maybe like it's because when you jumping off 2 feet going sideways, you still putting more pressure on one leg, and you still landing with more pressure on one leg, just for the simple fact that is a lateral landing. You know what I mean? Your momentum is still, you know what I mean. And then these niggas trained up bodies, tents, all that shit. Pause, and then they jumping straight up after that shit. You know what I mean? So you jumping like this, boom, and then jumping straight up. And this is like constant shit. You know what I mean? Like I see how them niggas knees got fucked up. Pause. You know what I mean? Like I really, 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 really see it, especially since I can watch all three of their games and see the similarities in their games and see what happened. So all of them had fucked up ass knee
You
problems.
think you think that's a part of the reason why Ja been hurt lately? Because he kind of take off the same way.
He do a lot of those same moves too. He do a lot of them same lateral hop steps and all of that stuff for real. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would say that. And these are high usage players too. Like if you got a role player who that's a part of their bag or something like that, they less in danger. You know what I mean? But these is real high usage guards that's coming down and they constantly attacking the whole game. You know what I mean? So I think it need to be looked into. You know what I mean? Need to look into. But yeah. But Jabari Parker was on his way to being nice. You like him and Giannis, that shit would have been crazy if you really think about it. If Jabari would have lived up to 3/4 of his potential, that shit would have been crazy.
He'd have been better than Chris Middleton for sure.
Hell yeah. I mean, he might have been better or just as good as Giannis. Like Jabari Parker problem wasn't his game. It became his game. All right. His problem became his game once his body broke down. So now when he go to other teams as a journeyman, you know what I mean, he can't play that same high usage game. Now he is 6'8" Cam Thomas at this point. You know what I mean?
And that ain't gonna work.
I
But
mean it's not
I
gonna
mean, I
work.
can understand that. But Jalil Okafor for sure. Um, Greg Oden probably would have worked in the league. His body just ain't hold up neither. Trying to think. Brandon Roy used to take off 2 feet too, didn't he?
Yep. He was another nigga that played violent off 2 feet. Yep. Because I mean
Same thing.
that's really what they teach as fundamentals now is to play off of 2 feet. You know what I mean? So these niggas perfecting it at an early age and being explosive off 2 feet is getting them to the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's gonna get you your bag. Might not get you to the hall, but it's gonna get you to at least your first bag.
Yeah.
So I
These
mean,
niggas gotta find a way
if you
to
can't change your family life with 250 million dollars, then you it is what it is. It's on you at that point.
That's a fact. That's
Penny
a lot of
Penny
money.
Penny is definitely one of the nicest niggas ever. He one of the nicest niggas ever. Like he not one of the greatest, but he just as nice as any of the greatest niggas, yo.
So you think he nicer than Kyrie Irving?
I can say that Penny is one of the guys that's up there with Kyrie as far as the nicest niggas. You know what I mean? Yes, he up there with Kyrie. Cause you know what I mean, he could do most of the things that Kyrie does at, you know what I mean, at 6'7", 6'8". You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about Chris Jackson?
He's that Chris Jackson. I'm not. Chris Jackson, yo, he fucked up, yo. Like when he stopped eating bacon, yo. Trying to tell you, yo. Bacon cheeseburger, Chris Jackson, yo. If he played in the league, yo, it would have been a whole different ball game, yo. You seen how nice Mahmoud was,
Yeah,
but bacon cheeseburger, Chris Jackson, yo.
that's why I said Chris Jackson. I ain't say whatever. I don't want to fuck his name up. Whatever.
Mahmoud, I'm gonna give his conversion. It's proper respect. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, but Chris Jackson of the LSU Tigers is a whole different beast and a whole different animal, y'all.
Absolutely. I'm to this day, I'm still shocked that him and Shaq didn't chip.
Especially since they who who Shaq will tell you was nicer than him. He just had no work ethic. I mean that's crazy coming from Shaq. You know what I mean? But had no
Shaq
work.
had a good work ethic when he
No,
first got to the league. I just
yeah,
think
no,
once he got to LA, that's when he started
yeah,
saying
yeah,
fuck it.
most definitely. And of course, at that age, he definitely had a super duper solid work ethic when he was that age. But as far as nice niggas, yo, that nigga right there, oh fucking 53, yo, and yo, put it like this in a college game, anytime you put a fucking a Curtis Jackson up in a college game, it's just ridiculous. Yo, yo,
I'm trying to tell niggas like niggas, they don't
yo,
necessarily talk about bro where they come because when he mentioned like or when you mentioned, like nicest players ever, Chris Jackson really is one of the nicest players I ever seen, yo.
yo. I think I did like half a strange about this nigga before, yo. But just look at this first move right here, and it just lets you know that it translates, yo. It just lets you know that it translates. Ah,
Bing. Oh. So, I mean,
yo,
he opened right away.
it just lets you know that it translates. And and I got to do this stream until I go viral, and and not what we doing right now, but the stream. And my guy KJ from the Suns. Okay, I used to be Brian Davis. Brian Davis was nice too. Um, I saw the game. That's the proof that the UTEP two step, which we just saw, that was at the actual UTEP two step, but Chris was able to do it and not only open himself up for a layup and then get into the lane, as you see, he did the shit into the motherfucking pull up jumper. I can show you the game that shows you that Chris Jackson perfected that move and had it smoother down pat before Tim Hardaway. We just saw the two step right there. That's one of the proofs that his shit was much more smoother. You know what I mean? Like, yo, the nigga was just he's too nice, yo. Like he nice as I mean, like I can't put him over nobody because of their greatness. But niceness, yo, I can't put nobody over him as far as
That's
niceness,
what I'm
yo.
saying. Like, bro is nah, man. Like, nah. I'm always hold down Chris Jackson when it come to like the discussion when it come to being nice for real. Like, it's not many niggas that had a better game than Chris Jackson. So when you start talking about Penny, yeah, Penny technically was greater or whatever for real, but would I say that Penny had than Chris Jackson? Probably not.
Penny. I'm sorry. I put Penny up there.
I mean, he
Like
up there,
it's
but I
just a
just
couple
can't
niggas that's gonna yeah.
definitively say that Penny is better than Chris Jackson. He greater than Chris Jackson for sure, but he not better than Chris Jackson. Chris
The Lakers
Jackson
got a
was
gem,
still
yo.
giving niggas. Oh, I don't even want to call him Chris Jackson no more. You gotta say his name again for me. But he was giving
Mahmoud.
niggas buckets.
Yo, the Lakers got a gem.
Who?
This nigga Cameron Carr, yo. I don't see how he slipped yo that far, yo.
What pick was he?
He made it to the Lakers. I think he was like 17, 18, something like that.
Where you
Crazy,
go to school
crazy.
at?
Baylor.
Oh,
And he
okay.
and he a legacy baby. He the nigga uh what's his father name, yo? Chris Carr. He Chris Carr's son. Used to play for he might have played for the Sixers before, yo. Back in the day. Crazy long arms. He's in a dunk contest before. He looked just like his son, but his son just light skinned. But look at this shit right here, yo. This superstar potential shit. That pull up jumper he got, yo. Yo, I'd have drafted this nigga, yo, and I would have said, nah, Austin Reeves. That's kind of appeasing. What's the name too? Luca. But this nigga right here, he gonna be better than
They gonna
Austin
end
Reeves.
up treating Austin Reeves.
Look at this shit. He gonna be better than Austin Reeves, y'all.
They gonna give Austin Reeves
And
a
and
year,
and he automatically
year and a
already
half.
look at this shit. Look at this shit. He's gonna be better than Austin Reeves, y'all.
They giving Reeves a year and a half max. If if
And
if if him and
Yeah,
Luca
Austin Reeves
not
just looks like
producing,
a Chicago Bull or a New Orleans Pelican.
yeah, he a
yeah, like
Pelican.
if
He a
him and
Pelican.
Luca not producing late finals runs at the end of this season, by the All Star break next
Yeah,
season, they
that's
trading
Luca running
Austin
mate right
Reeves.
there, son. That's Luca running mate. Plus, he just stepped. Oh, they said that's the 24th. That's the 24th pick. He steps in the league automatically a better defender than Austin Reeves, y'all. Just automatically step in the league better defender.
Speaking of stepping in the summer league, Darren Peterson should have been a number one pick.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Oh, AJ, yo, I'm not. No, I'm not going with that yet, yo. Now,
Darren Peterson
now,
should have
hold on,
been a
hold on, hold
number
on, hold
one
on, hold on.
pick,
I'm about to
man.
say some shit. I'm about to say some shit. Now, Darren Peterson is a nice nigga. That little nigga is nice. He nice.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna be a superstar.
He's dumb nice. Now, to become the superstar, he gonna have to keep it. He gonna have to keep it all together. That's all it is. Because if he remains getting the usage he's going to get as a number two, number one pick type nigga, he's going to be I can't see him not being a superstar if he just keep it all together as far as his ability. You know what I mean? As far
But
as
I
what he
don't think
do.
he will because they got Keontae George.
Nah, Keontae George
Is
is
expendable
nice,
at this point.
but he's going to
Nah,
be
I
he's
think
going
they
to be
like him.
expendable.
I think they
Yeah, I
like
mean
him, bro.
they like him, but they like him, but if he had if it looks like his presence has the ability of hampering Darren Peterson's development at all, he's going to be the expendable one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because
trade
he
the shit
because
out
he
of
got
Keontae
value.
George and Darren
Like
Peterson.
he one of the guys that actually got value. You know what I mean? Him and what's my man name?
Lori.
Laurie. Yeah, him and Laurie, they got value. Um,
Don't they got Collier too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Collier gonna be the backup point guard, and to me, he'll be the starter if well nah. See, Darren Peterson want to be the point guard.
Yeah, that's
So at the end of the day, they really Keontae George might not mind playing off the ball. I think Keontae George might be with the program of whatever the organization, however the organization wants him to play. You understand what I'm saying? So if they want him to play off the ball some, George will play off the ball some. If not, Keontae George will be out of there, and they'll just build the team around Peterson.
but they extended him, didn't they?
You can
Yeah,
still trade his ass.
you can trade valuable niggas, young niggas with extensions. You know what I mean? Somebody be
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, but he got some big bucks, so it's not like they just going to not have the ball in his hands or not trusting with the ball. You feel me?
I mean,
no. I'm not.
I think it's
I
going.
also
I think
see.
eventually.
I can see a Dame and CJ type situation. That's how that's
Possible.
how I can see it. Like on some Dame and CJ type shit. Both of them combo guards, and one of the niggas is a superstar, and that should end up being Peterson. So it'll work itself out.
I hope so, or it could end
That's
up like a
possible.
Brown Tatum situation where both them niggas end up being superstars,
Okay,
and don't
great.
even one of them niggas want to take a motherfucking backseat.
And can we get a championship run out of that? I think most organizations would be glad for that. For niggas we play together 6, 7 years, be threatening to win the championship every year until it just get to a point where we gotta trade one of them. I think that's the best case scenario for real.
Hmm. Then you end up with Boston. You know, Boston looks stupid as shit now. So, I mean, I guess
Boston
they
got
got a chip out of it, but
they got a chip. They got a run to the championship. When they played what was it, Golden State and lost, and they got a chip out of it, and they got some runs out of it. So I think at the end of the day, Boston, yeah, yeah, they lost the ability to go to the championship next year, but they ain't never really loved my man, yo. He wasn't never a Boston. He wasn't never a Boston Celtics type nigga, yo.
nigga Mark said, should he be excited about A Cuff? A Cuff is going to be the rookie of the year, in my opinion.
Oh, and they ain't pump A cup game because that nigga went 9 for 29, yo. That's how he got.
Okay,
That's how he got 26 or 25. He went 9 for 29.
that makes sense. But I think A Cuff going to be the rookie of the year solely because the Kings going to be ass, so they going to get their numbers. I mean,
Yeah,
he
you
going to
gotta
get his
watch.
numbers.
You gotta watch out for what's the name too, though, yo.
Cool.
Boozer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Boozer would be a nice little because he had the keys in Memphis too.
Because
But
I can see Boozer getting close to scoring what Acuff scores, and he might average a double double the first year. So if
but
he do that,
Boozer big though, right?
he'll stretch big though. So it's gonna be
Is he
three
going
pointers
to
involved.
initiate any offense though?
Yes. Yep. He's going to initiate some offense. He plays the pick and roll also.
Okay, because that's the only way I can see him doing it. He got to initiate some offense too.
He initiate offense. You gotta get you gotta get the numbers. You gotta get the numbers. And I see him getting the numbers.
I ain't mad at it, but all right. So even if you put Boozer in there, I got A Cuff as a top two, no
Definitely.
lower than top two
Definitely.
rookie of the year candidate right now.
Yeah, no, he was definitely one of the guys that I feel that can win it. He's definitely one of the guys that feel that can win it. I really think that if AD leave, I think AJ got a chance of still winning it if AD leaves.
I mean,
because he's such a
teams
he's such an aggressive scorer for real. So I don't know. But if
teams be
AD
capping, but they said they ain't letting go of AD.
not now, and I think that's probably what would probably hold it up because I think AD is going to play well starting the season, and that's just going to increase his value. And then they'll make a move and get a little more for him than they probably would have got if they trade him right now. That's probably what they doing and shit for real. They're gonna showcase him.
I hope so, because I mean, me personally, I actually like that team together. Like,
I like
if
it a
I was
lot.
AD, I wouldn't even be trying to get traded. I'd be looking at the landscape around me. Like, I got Trey, I got a elite wing scorer for real. I can be the rim protector slash whatever for real on the inside, and we really could make a run.
Yeah,
Like if all of them healthy, like that's a scary team, yo. Niggas forget they still got Juju little brother. They got Saw. They got motherfucking not Juju little brother, Angel little brother.
he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he
Like
played himself to a
they got
contract.
decent little squad, yo.
Did he play? Did he get a contract? Did they
They gave him. I think he had like a 2-year, two-way contract. I think they made it fully guaranteed for next year.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, yeah, but he is a spark plug. Like I love Shorty on the Knicks. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, he
think
gets to it.
in the future, I mean, I don't know, what's gonna play out, but he give me Josh Hart vibes.
He can't do as much as Josh Hart does.
He do what he do better than Josh Hart though.
What the two things he does?
Well, yeah,
Let me see. Rebound.
better than Josh Hart,
I
more
can't even
consistently
say.
than Josh Hart,
I can't
and he
even
do it more
say. I
consistently than
can't
Josh Hart.
even say he rebound better than Josh Hart, yo. But I mean, if you're gonna say, all right, if these guys play the same amount of minutes every night, I think that Juju probably will average more rebounds. I would say that because for one thing, he's constantly playing closer to the basket. You know what I mean? And that's like his pretty much his focus. You know what I mean? So I think if they played the same minutes, I think Juju might average more rebounds. So I get that to him. Defender, I think Josh Hart is a better defender.
I think it's closer to even.
Nah, Josh Hart is 100% a more versatile. They still busting firecrackers. Josh Hart is 100% more a more versatile defender, and pound for pound, he's just as strong as that nigga, yo.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it might be a
I
little
just
biased
I don't
toward.
see I don't see the comp. That's why I kind of like I need a little more like explanation how you would compare him to Josh Hart. Like Josh Hart really is like he like a triple double threat for real, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, he gets you a few of them, but in totality, Josh Hart is usually a one stat a night type nigga. So one night he gonna give you, big points. One night he gonna
And
give
and
you
and you know
big
and you know
rebounds.
my bad. And you know why? Josh Hart literally is the type of winning basketball player. Whatever you need from him on a given night, Josh Hart is going to give that to you on a given night. Is that simple? And I don't see Juju being that type of player, yo. That's like
Yeah,
that's like
maybe
the
not all around.
that's like the epitome of what makes Josh Hart what he is. So all
Yeah,
right,
I mean, I
so
get it.
I give it to you. I put it to you like this. One of my closest. comparisons to Josh Hart is Bruce Brown. He kind of like my closest comparison to Josh Hart, to the point at one point in time I had to convince one of my homeboys that Josh Hart was a better version of Bruce Brown. Like he's a better version of what Bruce Brown does for them. Josh Hart is a better version of that. You know what I mean? I had to convince him, and now he had to see it over like a 2 year period watching the Knicks and getting to the point of them winning the championship for him to be like, you know what I mean? I see what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a. I'm trying to think of another player. Now, if a Thompson twin could shoot as good as Josh Hart or Bruce Brown, them niggas would be super Josh Hart, Bruce Brown, which makes you an All NBA player. If you put a super on them on what them niggas give to a team, if you put a super on it, you know what I mean. I say another guy, a bigger version of those guys is what's the name? What's the power forward? What's the power forward for Denver?
The powerful and growing.
Aaron Gordon is a bigger version of really Josh Hart and Bruce Brown kind of, y'all.
I really don't agree with that.
I'm trying to tell you, he get you what you need. If when Joko wouldn't play and Aaron Gordon was healthy, Aaron Gordon flirting with a triple double. You know what I mean? When Josh Hart get that high usage, Josh Hart flirting with a triple double. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I don't know, because Josh Hart can kind of flirt with a triple double, whether he got high usage or not.
Yeah, yeah. And
You know,
Aaron Gordon has those nights too.
I guess so. I just don't see it as often. What you mean by Clint Capella, Mark? Like, what about Clint Capella?
Julian Newman. I
Julian
mean,
Newman could be Clint
not
Capella.
Julian Newman. Julian Reese. Said Julian Newman. That nigga's a little midget.
Uh Reggie Evans with a better jumper.
I'm gonna tell you who he is, yo. He the new Antonio Davis, yo. He even looked like him a little bit, yo.
Ah,
He the new Antonio Davis, yo. I'm trying to tell you, yo. I do this, yo. I do this. Hold up. I might have to call Miss Reese up. Let me see something.
yeah, no, at the end of the season, they was really playing Reese to see if he could really, give them a spot out the bench or whatever. I knew he wouldn't never really be a starter for real, but and he might be a starter one day. But right now, they focused on bringing him out the bench. But Shorty, in his like per 35 or whatever they call it or whatever, like that nigga average is like 16 and 15, yo.
Yeah, he definitely his
I don't know what Mama Reese, Daddy Reese, or whatever the fuck Reese's it is,
she used to make
was
him
was
scrap
putting
over
in
the
the water,
she
but
used to make
both
him
them
scrap over the
motherfuckers got a motor that's unmatched, yo.
she used to make him scrap over the big slice of pizza, y'all. I can't say what I usually say because white people take shit too fucking far. So I say they used to make him scrap over the big slice of pizza, y'all.
Yo, they motors is like it's rare that you see two siblings, in anything, because you can use Caden and whatever the one that just got drafted just now, the Boozer twins or whatever. One of them niggas' motors is way better than the other one. And it's funny because it's usually the younger one who motor better, but I guess because they twins, it came out the way it came out. But Reese and Reese being motherfucking brother and sister, and she was the big sister, he probably hated that shit. So he was on her ass her whole childhood. So they really scrapped for everything, and that shit translated to the court.
Yeah, he the new Antonio, y'all. Yeah, he
Shit
definitely new
average
Antonio.
12 and 10 and 30 minutes. All right. You scale it up. Let's say it's 14 and 11, 14 and 12. That's still really good. You know, any starter that you get in 14 and 12, 14 and 11 from, or 12 and 13, whatever it ended up being, like that's really good. Like, if Mitch Robinson would have averaged 12 and 13 last season, he'd have got $150 million this offseason.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that shit. He averaged 12 and 10 and 30 minutes. That's legit Walker Kessler's numbers, ain't it?
Did Walker Kessler play last year at all, yo? Cause it seemed like that nigga ain't even play last year, yo.
Thought that nigga played. I don't know. Like, if you gonna give me 20 and 12 or 10 and 12 and 30 minutes as the fucking fifth option on the fucking court at any point you on the court, because they wasn't running no plays for that nigga. So yeah, yeah, hell yeah. If DeAndre Ayton had averaged, what did he average last year?
Why the fuck do they have so many bigs? Somebody gotta go. I forgot they picked up DeAndre Ayton. That's crazy.
Yeah, they might have to let Newman go.
Yeah,
But Newman
yeah,
would
they
be a
might.
good pickup for he'd be a good pickup for any team. You don't need to get that nigga the ball. You don't need to run no plays for him. Just put him in a game and let him grab you some boards and get you some putbacks.
All right. So with that being said, him being Angel brother definitely helped him
You
get his look.
said help
Very,
him?
yeah, definitely. Very seldom does his archetype of player come out the blue like that. Like just him being Angel brother helped him. Now what he is helping him stick. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I believe that him being Angel brother definitely helped him get that look.
For sure. Nigga said Kessler played 5 games. They just gave him what?
Yeah, I figured that nigga ain't play. You know what I mean? I be parlaying, so you know what I mean. I figured I ain't see that nigga on the ticket too much.
I'm just saying the they offered him the Jazz offered him 5 years or 4 years, 140. Lakers had to pay him around the same amount. And you played 5 games last year. I was laughing when Unc and
I'm still
Ocho
I'm
was
still here,
like,
y'all.
I was laughing when Unc and Ocho motherfucking was talking about how if Aiton was anywhere near decent, he'd have got $100 million contract this offseason. But when you look at shit like that, it really motherfucking hammer home the point. Like Biggs is at a premium in the NBA for real. Like
Yeah, they
you,
still
you
they still at a premium, even though they try, you know what I mean, say whatever, but they definitely still at a premium.
so like if you even just decent, you can play in the league for motherfucking 15 years and get you 300-400 million dollars in contracts for real. Like, nigga Aiton been ass or niggas been saying he was ass for the last say 5 years. Yoden signed almost $200 million in contracts in that 5 years.
Yeah, and that's actually because he asked. Because if he wasn't asked,
It would
he'd
have
be
been way
getting.
more.
Yeah, it'd been way more. Yeah,
Like you got
definitely.
Jalen Duran out this bitch asking for $250 million a year.
I'm definitely not paying that nigga that shit, yo. If I'm Detroit, I'll be like, yo, deuces, son.
Go find
That's
that shit
that's
somewhere
that's what you
else.
want. That's what you want. Go ahead, yo. We love you, yo. Thank you for the block party. Be out.
Yeah, no, that nigga got me fucked up if you think I'm ready to give him. I'm not even giving him. They was like, if the Kings offered him the 180 or whatever, they would match it. I'm not even giving that nigga 180, bro.
Yeah. Talking about
Like,
Julian Juju, talking about Juju and shit.
and a local product, Baltimore native. I mean, yeah, that's probably why I got a soft spot for bro pars.
No,
Um,
part of the reason he stick with the Wizards too. That's
oh
what he
yeah,
said.
yeah, that's true. So he got that first look. But I mean, I don't know. Like me personally, as a nigga from Baltimore, I'm gonna root for anybody that's from here.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
so if even if bro ain't is as good as I'm hyping him up to be,
Detroit, he'd be good in Detroit for real. We were just
you
talking
could
about
definitely use him in
Durant.
Detroit.
He
I
definitely would have came in and probably played better than Durant in that series the way Durant was playing.
shit. Paul Reed played better than him.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't know nothing about that point guard. They just drafted, but Detroit
Shorty nice,
more.
yo. Shorty nice. But one thing, I was gonna put a clip. I was gonna clip my draft coverage, yo. I should go back and do it, yo. If you go back and look at a Corey, yo, and look at his family, yo, all look like Travis Hunter, yo. So um Travis Hunter, yo, he need to find his tribe, yo. He get with a Corey's sister, yo. Trying to tell you, yo, they make that super baby, yo. He got with the
Travis
wrong
Hunter
type of
is
he got with the
motherfucking
wrong
hooked
type of
on that
chick,
white
yo.
bitch.
I mean, she not white. She black and Mexican.
All right,
She
well he
black.
hooked on that Mexican bitch. He ain't never letting that go. I ain't even mad at him. That's a nice looking Mexican.
She all right. She all right sometimes, yo. I seen her I caught her lacking too many times for yo to be acting like that over her and shit for real.
I mean, do you
Yeah.
see the way he look?
What you talking
Pause.
about, yo?
You know
Yo,
exactly what I'm talking about. That nigga fugly.
he a superstar, yo. All right, but check this out. This about to fuck you up. Now, imagine what this nigga I'm about to show you. Imagine what his sister looked like, yo. Yo, the whole family look like Travis, yo. Check it out. Check it out, yo. It's gonna fuck you up a little bit, yo. Pause.
You ain't never had a Puerto Rican bitch, Mark. You know, Blexican is a thing. Puerto Rican is also a thing. Dominican, like black always take precedent on all that shit. I got a Puerto Rican baby.
Now look at man's right there. Him and Travis Hunter from the same tribe, yo. Both of them, both of them niggas twitchy, yo. Look at them niggas, yo. Trying to tell you, yo. Trying to tell you, yo. I saw the draft. I was like, yo. I seen your family. I was like, yo. Travis Hunter, yo. That's your peoples, yo. That's your tribe, son. Wherever part of Africa they from, the Okoris is from, yo. Whatever specific area, that's where Travis from, right there, yo. Them niggas got the same abilities and everything, yo. How you gonna look that much like a nigga, have the same abilities of a nigga, and not be from the same tribe, yo?
I don't know, but I be saying that shit all the time. I stay saying niggas that look alike. That's
But I'm
that
talking about some Africans. and some niggas separated by a continent. That's what I'm saying, yo.
Who's saying he gotta go find his tribe?
Yeah. Trying to tell you, if he got his sister would treat that man so good, yo. Trying to tell you, yo, he would treat him so good, yo. She would treat him so good. I'm trying to tell you, yo.
Damn, man. Nigga ain't even getting to the GOT yet. Niggas be spending too much time on the basketball. Pause. I just looked at the shit. It's only 9:06. I'm all right.
Oh, you talking about the
As far as like staying on a little bullet points, we done spent about fucking an hour and 20 minutes on the NBA.
Oh no, we was on the 4th of July for a little second and shit. So you know what I mean? And niggas talking about the nasty ass food y'all two niggas be eating and shit. Y'all niggas ain't normal, you know what I'm saying?
I
My
don't eat
food,
nasty ass food. I just
my
don't
food,
eat
my
cheese.
food, my food.
I eat.
Food is nasty without cheese, yo. If I couldn't put cheese on my shit, yo, life would be so much cheaper, yo, if I didn't have no cheese, yo. Like cheese actually make you eat more expensive food, yo, for real,
Does
yo.
it?
No, I probably would if I probably actually would eat more expensive food if I didn't have the cheese, if I think about it, because then I'd probably be eating more steak, you know what I
I
mean?
was about to say I
Cause,
feel like it's the
you know what I mean?
opposite.
No, I agree. I
Because
agree. I thought about it a little bit. Thought about that shit a little bit.
yeah, I'm about to say I motherfucking spend a pretty penny on food because it gotta be good food because it's not smothered in cheese and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I had to correct that.
Niggas can't throw their little special sauce on my shit, pause, because I don't want that shit. So if you're fucking, your food not seasoned or if it's not a good cut or whatever the case is, I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
If I had to, I mean, based off of history, Mark, if I had to wager which one would have produced a superstar athlete or a better athlete, I would say definitely Ron Harper and Carlos Boozer. Mostly because if you have a really great parent, like a really great parent, it's hard to live up to that hype. It's only a few players in history that's ever done that surpassed their fathers. Um, what's his name? Uh, King Griffey, and
Y'all,
King,
so Yakovich son he actually nice though, y'all.
that's
He
what he's
actually
saying.
nice.
He's saying Stoyakovic's son is better than
Oh, the
Dwayne
D Wade
Wade's
son.
son.
Yeah, yeah. And them niggas to
Like,
me, yo, from what I see, yo, honestly, yo, it's about the chick, yo. Like for real, damn near every time I'm trying to tell you, yo, this draft, one of the ones that almost proved it to me, yo. Carlos Boozer wife looked like she probably like 6'1", you know what I mean, 6'2", you know what I mean, because she don't look little next to big 6'10" Carlos Boozer. She looked like a regular woman next to him. You know what I mean? I was just looking at some of them, you know what I mean? So yeah, I didn't see Stojakovic people or whatever, but you know what I mean. I can imagine. So a
I
lot
mean,
of
yeah, like I get it. Like, I mean, and you also got to look at, like Bruce saying, the genetics. Like, Boozer probably went to college. He probably found one of them bitches that played college sports or was a model or whatever the case is for real, that had some type of athletics or whatever in her background. LeBron married baby that was with him from high school. He, I mean, she might have had a little bit of sports genetics or whatever the case is. I mean, because his sons made it to the league, but in the grand scheme of shit, like, she not something I would pick. Like me now in my adult age, if I'm trying to make an athlete, I'm picking the most athletic bitch or the biggest bitch I can find. Like I'd go get me one of them big backwood built motherfucking wood slinging white bitches.
Yeah, and
if I
what
wanted to create alignment.
and
Like,
yeah, most definitely. But what I say, all right, using LeBron as one of the examples, I will say with him that he did good as far as you know what I mean, or I would say got lucky. You know what I mean. Only thing he didn't get
not the
lucky was
Blexican.
Bronny not 6'5", 6'6". He only 6'1". You know what I mean. But he got the athleticism. So what I say is, I think with the combination of one of them being 6'6" and one of them being 6'1", if LeBron was the same human but not the same player, to where as though he's still on these long runs at the end of his career and all that shit, just like he was a more normal NBA star and had more time to put into the boys, because he did his best. He did great for as busy as he is. But if he had as much time as Kobe had to put in the GG type shit, you know what I mean? They probably would be better. You know what I mean? Even if both of them was a level better than they are now, just one more level better than they are now. Uh, Bryce would have been getting time this past year in college, and Bronny probably would have been a legit first round pick or something. You know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean. So it is some other factors that go into it too. When the father is a super duper star, you know what I mean. Niggas still running even at the, you know what I mean, like D Wade. You know what I mean. D Wade. I mean, I'll say that the
Wade
one
had
that
enough time to make his son good.
he did. Shorty just probably he lacked some things physically too. So I say he probably lacked some things physically. That nigga smaller than Brandon Jennings. You know what I mean? And to make it smaller than Jennings, you got to be super duper 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 dumb nice. You know what I mean? And Shorty just nice for a regular nigga. You know what I mean? And the other one is the one that probably had better basketball genetics for real, and you'll want to be a girl. You know what I mean?
Like Magic Johnson's son.
Right, because you can see the one that want to be a girl. You can see yo like 6'2", 6'3". You know what I mean? And I'm almost sure they gave Yo the inhibitor shit at some point in time when Yo was younger. So he probably would have been like 6'4", 6'5", to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they did no surgery, but I know they gave Yo the inhibitor shit. You know what I mean? The drugs and shit. You know what I mean? So probably would have been 6'4". Yo got some big ass hands, big ass shoulders, paws, and yo really probably would have been bigger than D Wade for real. You know what I mean? So it's a crapshoot when you don't pick for size.
That's
For
why you got picked for thighs and genetics. So
yeah,
it ain't a crap shoot. I
definitely,
feel like
definitely,
Boozer more so he went after looks because she a pretty woman. Like
yeah,
I don't say that she trash or nothing like that. He just went for height and all that. Like she a pretty woman.
yeah.
But he also matched up what was going to work for real too. I'll use even though Greg Anthony was a champion or whatever, Cole Anthony is a better player than Greg Anthony.
He nicer than Greg Anthony.
Yes. So Greg Anthony choosing the type of woman that he chose made a big difference in those genetics for real. Like Greg Anthony wife damn near the same height as him.
Yeah, yeah.
So like niggas be choosing like if I were to choose a person to have a child with now, now that I understand how the shit works for real, I'd have a baby with a big all American fucking husky back white bitch. And we'd have a fucking offensive left tackle that would take over the world.
I mean, you can do that, but you can find that same broad in a black chick for real, and she don't even know it. Like she ain't never
Yeah,
played
but
no.
they not as common.
She ain't they shit.
I see way
Big,
more 6'1" big back white bitches than I
big
see
back.
6'1" big back
I
black
see, I
bitches.
see, I see plenty of them with big backs, long ass arms, and big ass hands that I'll be scared to fight the bitch. I see them all the time.
I don't see them that
I see them
often,
all
yo.
the
I
time, man.
stay
I
seeing
see, I
big
sees
ass
them.
motherfucking
I
band
sees
built
them
white
all
bitches
the time,
that
yo.
I
No, no, no.
still see.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Them big ass calves, I be saying them, but they be having them cankles though. So you gotta find one. You gotta kind of find one that look a little nimble. You
Nimble.
know, you gotta find one that look a little nimble, yo. But now I see the reason I said you kind of got like you want to find you find kind of want to find the black one, yo, because you might find that one that got that
I
that
want to
that
laugh at your comment, Mark, but I
that
can't. He said Wade need to wait, might have to wait on the jump off kids to live up to the name.
he don't got no boy though. He got a girl.
She might take over the WNBA.
That's cool. I mean, he got a girl with the surrogate and shit. The one he had with Shorty and shit. He got two girls.
I
Um,
mean, one of
but
them
yeah,
gonna
no,
smack the
no. The
dude.
one about the thing about the black girls, all right, the white girls, the big back white girls, they had a they had a big the big legs, so they had a big the big calf base, you know what I mean? But the big black girls, they be having like the big thighs and the big rumps. So they got that good low center of gravity, yo. You know what I mean? So it depends if you want, yo, the offensive lineman or the defensive lineman. You know what I mean?
I want the
All,
offensive lineman. They get paid a little bit more.
yeah, yeah, they get paid a little more.
I want the offensive lineman. Fuck that. You know, if I want a wide receiver, I'm gonna go find me a black track bitch,
But no,
preferably
the black girls
from the
definitely
islands.
be having the longer arms and shit though, yo. You know what I mean?
Preferably from the islands. If I want like a position player, I'm gonna go find me a track bitch, a volleyball bitch. Like,
See, with the white girl, you might mess around, get the strong ass nigga with the short arms though, yo. See, that's the only thing about it, yo.
no, I
Get
was
the
saying if I wanna. Oh, you talking about as far as a lineman go?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Then he
yo. A
could be
lot
a
of them
guard. It don't matter. He could be a
be having
guard.
short arms, yo. You get the black girl, you get that left tackle, yo. Them long arms, yo.
Yeah, but
Trying
say regardless, though, I'm gonna get me an NFL player. Like, I know with my height and my genetics, if I was to fuck with a bitch that was like 5'10" or over, because my son gonna be tall. His mother is 5'9" for real.
yeah,
But I don't think he gonna be like generational tall. Like nigga ain't gonna be 6'5", 6'6". I had me
right.
because my grandfather is fucking 6'7". My father wanted to go have a baby with my mother, which I'm not mad about because I'm here now. But my mother only 4'11". So
Damn,
he cut the
but you got
bloodline real bad.
yeah, you got lucky as shit, son. Like for real, I'm trying to tell you, yo, because
Like, he cut the
can go
bloodline real bad, bro.
that shit can go either way, yo. So you got lucky. You got
Nah,
lucky.
for real, because my
You
little
know what I
sister
mean?
is only 5'5", and we got the same mother and father.
Well, five five is still an inch taller than average for a woman.
Like,
The average is 5'4" for a woman. So
oh,
well, it might be 5'5". It's even
he
5'4",
said he
5'5".
Mark said we got a son with the groupie chick that he cheated on Gabrielle Union with.
That was a girl. We had a girl with her. No, it might be a boy because
You said
Mello
your
got a girl.
nephew's 6'8". My brother had a kid with a 5'9" white chick, and my nephew's 6'8". Do that nigga hoop? If that nigga don't hoop, he wasting what God gave him.
Uh, uh, uh,
I'm not even joking, yo. Like, what else can you really do at 6'8"?
yo, I met this kid, yo, when I was working in an Xfinity store, yo. Yo, this dude was about 6 6'4" or 6'5". Shorty was either 300 pounds or approaching 300 pounds, yo. Hands like this big, yo. Arms like this much longer than my shit, yo. I asked him to do like this for me real quick, yo. Shorty arms like that motherfucking big, yo. Motherfucking shoulders was like this, yo. This little nigga was like 14, yo.
14.
He was like 14, yo, like 6'3", 6. I'm not gonna give him 6'5", so let's say 6'3" or 6'4".
You saying that
I
nigga ain't
said
never
that
hoop, yo?
I
Ain't
talk
play
I talked to
football?
I sat there and talked to him. I said I showed him what he needed to learn how to do, yo. I did like a back shuffle and shit. I did like this. I like, kid, if you can go like this and go like that and keep a man like that, you can write your own ticket. I'm just telling you right now. The mother like, yeah, they always trying to get him to play football. He don't like
Bitch,
football.
you need to make him play.
He don't like such. He don't like the contact. Um, he wants to something with computers. I was like, kid, you can they'll pay you to go to school to build computers, and you can do whatever you want to do with computers. You know what I mean? For the rest of your life, go get that money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I told him the smart guys are the offensive linemen. They always the smart guys. The offensive
Yeah, we
tackle.
had a nigga that left here to go be a fucking doctor at MIT or some shit like that.
Yeah, they are the smart guys. I'm like I told him, I started breaking it down to him. I said, y'all, I said the offensive linemen, man, especially the tackles, you like they like the one of the most important players on the team. That's all they do is protect. They protect their guys. You know what I mean? I just start trying to put it in his head. So maybe when the next coach was able to talk to him good. Cause yo, I'm trying to tell you, yo, this kid was born to be a motherfucking tackle, yo. He was born to be a tackle, yo. Yo, I swear to beans, yo, this
It's
kid was
it's
born.
it's it's nothing more disappointing to me as a person who wasn't quite tall enough to play the position they wanted to play than seeing niggas who are above 6'3" that don't play sports. Like you, I
Yeah,
get it. You might not love it. You cannot love
yeah.
it and still be good at it.
Yeah,
Like,
and the thing about it is though, I understand when it come to football. Like I be understanding when it come to football though. But I just be like,
nope.
yo, you
I
gonna
don't
be
understand when it comes
no,
to
hold up.
football neither.
To me, like when that you can be so imposing that you the threat on the field.
And niggas is scared of you. Yep.
Like you the threat on the field, yo. Like you ain't even gotta be mean. It's just the fact that you so good at that size, you know what I mean? Like a J.O. type nigga, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking, yo. Like this motherfucker is gonna be like a motherfucking
Six,
J.O.
seven,
size
three
motherfucker.
fifteen.
Matter of fact, yo, I I posted a picture one day of this dude that I seen while I was working, yo. Yo, yo, this dude was so my camera couldn't pick the whole yo up, pause and shit. That's how big.
Crazy, yo. I put this on
The,
everything I love.
the camera couldn't pick the whole yo.
I saw a nigga in TJ Maxx. It's probably like a month ago at this point. White dude. Motherfucker is legitimately 7 feet tall, bro. 7 feet fucking tall. and that bitch with some low ass shorts and some Birkenstocks on. I look up. I say, I know you play sports. No, it wasn't really my thing. I do IT.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to
That's the type
punch
of
that
dude he
nigga
was.
in his neck, yo.
That's the type of dude
Like,
he
cause
was.
I couldn't reach his face. That nigga was 7 feet tall. But I wanted to punch that nigga in his neck, bro. Like, fuck you mean you do IT at 7 feet tall? You ain't gotta do shit to make it to the NBA, but be 7 feet tall and have okay footwork. Okay footwork. Like
All
be
right,
be slightly mobile. Like
look at this shit, though. Hold
I'll
up, man.
fight one of them niggas, yo.
Look at this shit.
Like
Look at this.
you got me fucked up.
Nigga, look at this shit, nigga.
I'm looking. I'm just saying. God could have made me
Yeah,
motherfucking. He could have made me 6'9" with the biggest back in the history of the world. I'd have made it to some type of league and been
this
playing professionally for the rest of my
this
life and lived
this dude
comfortably with
right
a
here
bad
was like
bitch.
this dude right here was like 6'8", 6'9", yo.
Yeah, that's nasty word though.
Yo, he was literally when you think of a giant, that nigga was a giant, yo. Like that nigga was like, yo was like really like a pause, like a gentle giant ass nigga boy and shit, yo. Like grown, he was a grown man. He was older, you know what I mean? But that nigga walked just
You
like
just wasted that, yo. Like you walking around being 6'8" for no fucking reason.
and
Like
pause. You can look at your legs, pause, and see that if you're trained, you're not a lumbering type. Like you really got like athletes type shit. Pause. You know what I mean? Yo don't got
you
the
just a
funny.
dumbass. Like I
He
hate
don't got the
people,
funny.
yo.
He don't got the funny built shit at all. Cause yo don't train. Yo don't train at all, yo. So if yo trained and shit, yo, all that big back, yo, that's muscle pause and shit, yo. That's crazy, yo. That nigga was a show enough like yo was an offensive lineman, yo. That wasn't an offensive lineman, yo. I wonder if that's
That
your
shit
father.
is that shit
Like,
is literally a waste of genetics, yo. Nigga say he like John Sally on Bad Boys. Not dead ass. Like big tall ass useless motherfucker. Fuck is you what is you good for, nigga? Getting cats out of trees?
uh,
Like fuck out of here. Like God gave you like and everybody got different gifts for real. Like I'm a person that believe in that. Like what you really good at is what you was meant to be really good at, for real. Like everybody got different gifts. God bless you with the ability to be a fucking 1% athlete. And you said, fuck that. I don't want to make millions of dollars. I don't want to work until I'm fucking 33, 34, and then retire and be set for the rest of my life. I don't want none of that.
how you so
Nope.
big? I can't you get you in the frame though, yo?
Huh?
How you so big? I can't get you in the frame, yo. That's
That
crazy,
shit
yo.
is nasty work. Niggas is crazy, yo. Like, why would you get that shit if that's not what you meant to do, yo? Like, you might not ever really love it, but you can learn to at least appreciate it or understand it or whatever the case is for real. Like, I don't know, man. I'll never understand how somebody is 6 foot 38 and they can't fucking and they don't want to play sports. Not even can't. Because they don't even really be trying. Like
Some people be trying and they're not good at it, so they don't keep trying.
I worked this shit to get better at it.
Yeah,
I
everybody,
was horrible at football the first time I played.
everybody don't have that in them. Like some people, they get good at other stuff because they can fail. They can fail in private at that shit. You know what I mean? Like in sports, like some people, of course, you can work on it by yourself for real, and that's the beauty of some sports like basketball and stuff like that. But some people don't want to fail in front of people. You know what I mean? And football kind of hurt when you fail too far. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. Oh, I
So
bet.
it's a lot of pain, especially at certain positions at getting good at football, and and some people ain't in the pain. You know what I mean? Even like training, lifting weights and stuff like that involves some struggle. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't in the struggle like other people. You know what I mean?
You
That's
could
what comes
not
out.
have no coordination. So like, it's I'll use Marion and Chris Brown as my examples or whatever they say.
I ain't even think about that, Mark. Mark said I
I'm
tried to
just
sell shorty
saying,
with the.
like, I get it, but you
Mark said I
can
tried to sell
learn.
shorty.
You
Mark said I
can
tried to sell
learn
shorty with the
footwork.
blind side speech. I ain't even think about that shit.
So
No,
like
it was the
a
real
nigga
blind
like
side
all
speech though,
right, like
Mark.
a nigga like Chris Brown, right? He can dance. That
Hmm.
nigga was born to dance. Like I know he a good singer and actor and all that other shit, but he was literally born to dance, right?
Okay.
So that nigga just got it in his bones. Tiana Taylor, Sierra, they other people that just got that shit in their bones. You feel me?
All right. Now,
Hold up.
hold on. No, 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 no.
You gotta let me cook, bro.
All right. Well cooked then.
You gotta let me cook.
All right.
Conversely, you got Omarion, you
Mm,
got Beyonce. They are also quote unquote good dancers, but they learn choreography. So they
hmm.
learn footwork. You
Right.
can learn footwork. I ain't
All right.
saying that you're gonna be the fucking greatest or whatever the case is when it
Right.
comes to it, but you can learn footwork.
Got you. And I agree with that. Now let me interject. And it's not converse to what you're saying.
It is exactly converse to what I'm saying. But go
It's
ahead.
not going. It's not going to be converse to what you're saying. Adding on to what you're saying, and if you disagree with this, I mean, you just disagree with me, but I don't see why you would disagree. The first three people that you named, if they had chosen athletics, which Chris Brown partly did, I believe that those three people would have been just as accomplished athletes as they or had the ability to be just as accomplished athletes as they are dancers. That's how I feel about those three people that you were talking about.
Mm, I mean, I can agree with that just because of their athletic, statures or whatever. But you can't tell me that Beyonce couldn't have been a spot up shooter. She couldn't have been a lethal deep threat shooter or whatever. If she got her footwork right or whatever the case is,
She's
or
not she's
Marion
not
couldn't have been
agreeing,
a
agreeing, going back, agreeing to what you're saying. I don't believe either one of those are naturals like the other three that you're talking about. And I
okay.
believe I believe a part of them being naturals as well as the greatest dancers, the greatest dancers are more athletic than the people who are not the better dancers. The athleticism plays into them being really good dancers. Even Michael Jackson, if you look at his
Was
feet,
he an athlete?
you look no, Michael
Ain't
Jackson wasn't an
nobody in the
athlete.
history of the world ever looked at Mike Jack and been like, yo, he an athlete.
But if you look at Michael Jackson, you can see he got a really good wingspan. You know what I mean?
I don't want nobody
He's
never
he's,
looked at
he's
Mike
really
Jack and been like,
he's really
yo,
you
that
don't
nigga
have
would
to.
kill
I,
it on a
I can look at
basketball court.
I can look at him and say that if at early on, if Michael Jackson chose athletics, that nigga would have been quick. He would have been explosive. He got long arms. He got great feet. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The kind of things that play into athleticism. That's what I'm saying.
So
That's
why
all
is
I'm saying.
Prince, who isn't regarded as the better dancer, regarded as the better athlete than Michael Jackson?
I think Prince is regarded as the better basketball player because Prince is a basketball player. Also,
So he learned the
also
footwork because Prince not a dancer. He had a little
Prince,
couple moves, but he wasn't like a natural dancer.
he wasn't the dancer nowhere close to that being a part of his performing greatness as Michael Jackson. But at the same time, the nigga also had high heel shoes on,
He wanted to wear
and
high heel shoes, yo.
which which also plays into the fact if this nigga is dancing in high heel shoes, it gotta be something to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And
Bitches dance,
I'm not
bitches dance in high heel shoes all the time, bro.
okay. I agree with you, yo. All right, whatever you say, yo.
I'm not even
Now,
trying to debate with you. I'm just saying, like, you making it seem like bitches don't dance in high heel shoes all the time.
I didn't say bitches don't dance in high heel shoes all the time, but
He
you
don't get
going
no
other
athletic boost
you're
because he
you're
danced in
going
high
other
heel
place.
shoes.
Yes, a nigga getting the athletic boost for dancing in high heel shoes
He does not get an
and
athletic
hold up,
boost
you're not
for
letting me
doing
finish.
something that
You're not
women do,
letting me finish.
yo.
It's amazing to me that women are able to do that shit also. So for
It's only
okay,
amazing to you because you don't wear high heel shoes.
nigga, that's like saying it's a nigga popping a willie is only amazing to you because you don't ride dirt bikes. Exactly, nigga. The fuck?
Just saying. I've talked to plenty of bitches and asked them how they even walk in high heel shoes, and they tell me it's
Practice.
easy. They
Of
tell me
course
it's
it is.
easy.
Of course it is because it's practice.
So again, that tying to
I,
my
I know
point,
chicks. I know chicks. I know chicks that don't wear high heels on a regular, and they don't walk in them very well because they don't wear them on a regular.
and again, that tying to my point because I know women that learn how to walk in heels and they look
Mm-hmm.
very graceful in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're
Mm-hmm.
not athletic or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
It ties into my point that
Can they dance?
steps, if you
Can
can learn the coordination for something, because in the NFL, yeah, you'll get tripped up by the really, really good players or whatever who hitting you with moves that they're not usually doing. But you can
there
normally
are
learn the
a
footwork and the
lot
cadence for alignment.
of there are a lot of women, and I'll say specifically black women, where that is where the bit of natural athleticism and coordination that they have, and they never play sports. That's where it comes out at. It comes out in them dancing, or they might have been cheerleaders or something like that, or they might have been in a marching band. That's still a display of that athleticism. When you say grace and stuff like that, that's still a display of an ability.
I'm just saying, man. It's motherfuckers that learn how to walk in
Uh
hills
huh.
the same way you could learn how to
Mm-hmm.
drop back and
Mm-hmm.
use a certain amount of steps as an offensive tackle. So, or you could learn how to, three
It took,
dribbles, drop your
but it
shoulder,
also.
and pivot your foot as a fucking NBA player or whatever for real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying them niggas could learn that shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you got back to that, and like there was some type of disagreement on that. I don't understand.
I mean, that's how we tied that's how we even got to talking about dancing and shit like that. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
all one big ass point, nigga.
Okay, I
Like
got you. I got you. I got you.
yeah, like, we started talking about fucking dancing and shit like that. How else did we get on to dancing?
Or they double dutch. Yeah, stuff like that, yo.
All I'm saying is, fellas,
Yeah, I agree. I agree that Prince could dance well. It was just no compare. It was just no comparison to Mike. So Prince not going to be ever called a dancer because he was compared to Mike. That's like You're just having a versus battle. You know what I mean? Your dancing is not going to be a part of what's going to help you. You know what I mean? Type shit against Michael Jackson. And a little bit off subject. That's the movie that they need to make. Prince versus Mike Jack. Period. That's the movie they need to make. You go on YouTube, you hear the stories about them when they were actual rivals, and that shit is fucking hilarious, y'all. And you sprinkle some Rick James in that shit too, because he hated both of them niggas.
Who he hated to?
Rick James hated Prince and Michael Jackson
Oh, I can believe that.
because he was coming in taking all the shine and all the biddies, because both of them did.
Prince probably took more of his
And
bitches
Prince
than my fucking Michael did.
and Prince took his keyboard too.
And he took his androgyny or whatever the fuck it's called.
You say he took his androgyny.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's why
pretty
Michael got.
much
That's why Michael
Rick
got
James
Michael.
was the first
That's why
androgynous.
Michael. That's why Michael got more androgynous, yo. Low key, fucking Prince, yo.
I can see that, and Prince stole it from Rick James, and Rick James ain't like none of that because he Rick James, bitch. He ended
Yeah.
up stealing his crowd because they had the same fucking type of music. Like, I legitimately think motherfucking
Oh no, motherfuckers thought Prince shit was weird, yo. Ain't
it's
nobody had
crazy.
music like Prince.
In retrospect, that shit sounded like. In fact, when I type in Prince or whatever, one of the next songs that always come up is Rick James.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, the algorithm might think they related when they don't really sound alike, but they related.
I mean, they have some crossover with funk though. So I'm not gonna say that they don't have some crossover at certain points, but Prince is known for his versatility. You know what I mean? Not sticking to what I mean a specific sound or genre. You know what I mean? So yeah, but they do got some, especially early. They got some early crossover. You know what I mean? In funk, but Prince did more and R&B and some crossover in R&B, but Prince did more. You know what I mean? Threw some rock in there, and then later on, you know what I mean? Like Prince made some power ballads and shit. That's what Purple Rain is. Purple Rain a fucking power ballad.
I always thought Purple Rain was about how he smacked a bitch. And
No,
shit just
I ain't talking about what it's about. I'm just saying that's where it lands at. Like it's more like them power ballads that the white boys do and shit, and
oh,
rock
okay.
and shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not really like a funk song. It's not really an R&B song. It's more of a power ballad.
No, that makes sense. I'm still right here, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. But we need to get into this Canaan, yo. See, I gotta get my soundboard back, yo. When I get next one I get is gonna be even and better and shit. My shit went up. It's actually a way I can use it, but I don't feel like rigging it right now. But gotta get into this Canaan, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them boys. I had something queued up. I was gonna let Mark Duck spit real quick. Yeah.
I meant to show you this dumbass spaghetti before I cut my camera off. I gotta
No, I
peel the
play.
motherfucking the cheese back to be able to eat the shit.
Yo said he gotta peel that cheese back. That's crazy. Yo gotta take the roof. Yo gotta take the roof out the spaghetti, yo. That's funny, yo.
Nah, for real. And it ain't motherfucking. It's just like ground beef attached to the cheese for real. Like it ain't like mixed in with the motherfucking sauce and shit. Like they won't catch me again.
Am I even subscribed to Mark? Yeah, there you go, right there. Nigga, Mark, Doc. All right, there we go. Yo, do I got the right? Am I on the right internet? Yeah, I'm on the right shit. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yo, this nigga Marvin, yo. I wish Marvin could have his own show, yo. Like, out of anybody on a power series, yo, right now, yo. I wish that Marvin could have his own show, yo.
For real?
Yeah, yo. Like this season, yo, really had me wanting to see just like a show with Marvin, even if it was like a limited series, yo, of what happened to Marvin and just the whole limited series about him, yo. Like this John Wick shit, yo. Like that nigga, yo, the shit, yo, pause, yo, as far as on that gangster shit, yo.
I mean, he is.
But yeah, I like to see. I just like when yo was hunting for Neek, yo, real heavy, yo. That shit, yo was really on some Terminator, John Wick type shit, yo, for real, yo.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, but
But mm, his character didn't really resonate with me as well as Tommy's. I don't know why.
for real,
Because
I
that'd be the
mean,
type of spinoff I could see him having.
yeah, I mean, I think this season is the one that nailed it down for me. Pause. Like this season is actually what did that. Like last season, definitely extra endured, yo. Chummy pause, but this season nailed it down. Like, I want to see this nigga in his own shit, yo, for real.
Hmm.
But let me see what's up with this. What to expect for the next episode? I think this will get us in a groove.
All right, let's see.
Tried to have me whacked. Do what you gotta do. Can't just react. I know you into. Mother tried to have me whacked. Do what you gotta do. Can't just react. I know you into some shit. I knew it right when I met you. He ain't finished fucking with me.
I like the way they introduced Jarita, yo.
Yeah, that was cool. Especially because everybody was checking for her to be Jarita, so they hit him with a, curveball. Nah, nigga, that ain't her.
Yeah, but it had to be her and whatnot. Like it had to be. But I definitely like the way they introduced her. It's good writing because the way Kanan came home and unlike people think when niggas come home from jail, just every nigga don't automatically go get to smash his kid mother, especially at the 10 years and people that grown. Like you just don't automatically get to. But when your son mother, was basically just your jump off and you're more like your ride or die than absolutely, your girl, she know what the deal is when you get out. You know what I mean? When she used to be a professional, pretty much high class call girl at one point in time. She know what's up. You know what I mean? So that call back to Kanan. You know what I mean? Kanan getting out of jail, just going through and smashing and shit. You know what I mean? Real quick. You know what I mean? Right fast. You know what I mean?
That makes
And
sense.
on the looks tip, I think Shorty a good age down for the Tasha Smith character, just as good as Shorty is with Jukebox and shit. So that was a nice twist, and I think she going not a twist, but she gonna be around for the
The
for
origin shit too.
for Origin. Yeah, Shorty gonna be around for Origin. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I like her addition to the demonstration.
Yeah, I ain't
What
mad
you
at that too.
you think Stefano about to die? Yeah?
Yeah, now Stefano gonna get whacked. I think this episode. I also think just the episode where
You think you up out of there, huh?
yeah, I think he gone. I also think this the episode where what's his name? Marvin find out that Kanan killed Lou.
Okay. Okay. How you predict he gonna find out?
That's a good question. I think Rock gonna slip up.
Hmm.
Everybody's saying that he gonna find out from Juke or whatever for real. I think Rock gonna slip up, whether it's with him or it's with Juke. But Rock going like she already shaky. Like Kanan, they presenting him like he don't really give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right.
Rock, on the other hand, she's still having like PTSD flashbacks and shit like that for real. Like I think one of
Hmm.
them gonna kind of catch her at the house and put her in a blender real quick.
Okay.
I mean, so I don't know. That's how I see. I think Rock gonna end up slipping up. Um, I can't tell you for sure if it's gonna be Marvin or Juke who figure it out, but that's how Marvin gonna find out because Rock can't. She falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
She lost her brother.
So
She losing her son. She might lose her brother and her niece if they find out. She got the mob on her ass, like shit all coming to a head for Rock. So I don't think it's put together as they didn't made it seem. I think she have a little lapse this last episode.
hmm. That'd be interesting that'd be real interesting if Rock cracked and that shit happening like that, yo. That should be real interesting. Cause I don't see it being anybody else random. That'd be a phony ass twist that somebody else saw the shit. You know what I mean? That'd be a phony ass twist. So really, Rock really is the only one other than Kanan just being bold, saying something. And it might come down to that shit, yo.
You think that right Kanan that hard? Pause. The head just be like something. Yeah, I killed Lou.
That hard feeling itself in a moment, maybe.
Mm.
Maybe. Or do he do that with Juke?
I can see him doing
Or
it with Juke
do
more so than I can see him doing it with Marvin, just because he
or
would
do he
assume
do it
Juke not
or
gonna
do
whack him.
yeah. Or I don't know if you mentioned this, or he walk in on Kanan and Rock.
Oh, that would make sense.
That's a,
That'd be a real easy way to explain it. That would be a real
what,
easy way to explain it. Actually,
Kanan on his I don't give a fuck shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, I killed them,
Like
and then
Rock be like Kanan, I know you did it by mistake. you know what I mean, some shit like that, and then Kane to be on some, you know what I mean, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean. I seen him, I shot him when I seen him, you know what I mean, some dumb shit, you know what I mean. That's not good right now, like right there, but you know what I'm
I get
saying.
what you're saying. I wouldn't put it that far and say that he's seen him and he shot him. I reacted. It was what it was. Once I seen him, it was him. You know, wasn't nothing I could do. Type shit.
Yeah, but I think that's trying to explain too much. It just be more like I don't give a fuck. Like she be like, I know it was a mistake, Kanan. And then he just be like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You don't give a fuck about what? Bah, 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 boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? They come in and start rolling them. But I mean, if Juke did all right with Marvin to be a girl, yo, I think Kanan should be able to, you know what I mean, get a couple licks in, yo. You know what I mean? They made this nigga too thorough not to get some licks in.
I mean, yeah, but I was also Marvin's daughter, and she just told him she was gay. She ain't tell him she was motherfucking. She killed his
He
brother.
holding back. Yeah, he was holding back. He was holding back a little bit. Definitely was holding back a little bit. Definitely, 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 definitely. All right. I will say that little fighting shit early in the season that I really ain't fuck with Breeze when he had the niggas fighting.
Hmm.
I ain't like it because I thought it was phony, but it definitely came full circle when he pitted Kanan and Taz against each other. So it came full circle. That was just like a foreshadow how the nigga get down with his chess games. You know what I mean? So I give him props for that shit now. You know what I mean? At least for the writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think they've been doing a pretty good job in general when it comes to the writing. Because even if people don't necessarily like the foreshadow or the twist between him and Kanan being brothers, they did a really good job foreshadowing that for almost 2 seasons.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. I agree with that. And that's a nice, you know what I mean? They was holding that in their pocket.
It was.
Whole time, like Cannon Breeze, brother, but not really his brother. He think he won't think he his brother. But I wrote in the comment section on one of the YouTube videos that that Howard bang all the DEF CON beards. So plot twist, they really is brothers and
And
shit.
Howard is
But
motherfucking both their father.
Howard
That
both of
should
their
be
fathers.
wild.
That should be silly as shit, but that should be funny as shit. Like he always on DEF CON, so you know what I mean. He always get to his chick. You know what I mean, which he know ain't his chick. That's
The
funny.
nigga gay. He the only nigga in the streets that know he gay, other than the Rock.
But did he know DEF CON was gay?
No. He figured out, I
Yeah.
think, at some point because he kept saying that DEF CON wasn't never fucking with Rock. That's how he got to her.
Right. Hmm. No, I'm surprised he ain't put that shit out there once he found out though. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he ain't find out, I don't think, or he ain't put two and two together until, the events of the series for real.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, like, so I mean,
That's
at that
definitely.
point, it ain't really no point of putting it out because now you already put a target on your son back.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, 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 definitely.
So, I don't know. That's just,
And that would have been another reason for not once again not putting it out in the first place if he wasn't going well he ain't know early on
that was his kid.
because because they ain't find out so that DNA test shit came back for real.
Yeah, so he ain't really know. But regardless, he fucked with Rock. Ain't still putting out
Yeah,
fireworks out this bitch.
yeah, they just stopped and shit. Must have ran out around this bitch just a few minutes ago for real. Must have ran that motherfucking I'm about to unleash the dragon. Unleash the dragon. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my shit. For you talk about pause. That's literally my shit.
Yo, that shit was a fizzle for Cisco, yo. That nigga went so hard with that motherfucking song and video, yo. I think they say yo spent how much yo spent on that video? Like $1.5 million on the video, yo.
Yeah,
Nigga had the electronic dragon and all kinds of dumbass shit, yo.
yeah. Cisco was wilding. I ain't mad at him though. That was my shit. That whole album really fire.
Yeah.
Whole album.
I wonder if anybody ever did that edit before with the with the Game of Thrones shit, yo. I ain't never see that shit, yo. Somebody unleashed the dragon and shit.
Niggas probably don't even know Unleash the Dragon too heavy. Not in this age. Not in this age.
Right, but you're right, but that'll give a new life though. Like they hear that shit. They didn't know it's Cisco at that point
Yeah,
or
no, that shit
recognize.
probably would be a fire ass edit. You showed the nerves of fucking you tied it in now. You fucking show Rhaenyra motherfucking unleashing the dragon on a nigga or Damon or something like that. Aiming any of
Yeah,
them, all of them be out here wilding on this show.
yeah,
That's the one difference I do like. I mean, inherently, Game of Thrones is better. Everybody know that. I like House of the Dragon a lot because they oppose dragons to dragons, so it make it
yeah.
not even, but it make it more of a fair fight for real. Like
Definitely, 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 definitely.
Rhaenyra got
And
more.
and like they said, you know, what I mean? Go ahead, my bad.
I was just saying Rhaenyra got more dragons, but the Greys got the biggest dragon. Like so, it kind of even it out. Like because none of them is tough enough to be able to take him on their own for real. So they got to bank his ass for real. Like
They got the biggest dragons, and I would say that they at least started off with at least no, because when they started off, they had Rhaenys, and she's very experienced. So I don't know. I would say that what other dragons do the Greens got left? Just
I mean, they got Vega. They still technically got Sunspot, but I don't want to get into spoilers
Sunfire.
or Sunfire. I don't want to get into spoilers
Yeah,
when it comes to that, but they still technically got Bro. And then they got
yeah,
what's his name, Daron Dragon.
right.
I can't remember what this shit called, Dreamfire, some shit like that. But
Yeah,
they got his dragon for real, and that might be it.
yeah. Other than the sister dragon, and she not gonna fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She got one, but she ain't gonna fight. Yeah, you're right. That really might be it for real. And then Rhaenyra got all the dragon seeds, at least for right now. Again, don't want to get into spoilers.
Yeah, I think something. Yeah, I think something about that. Something gonna happen with
I
them
mean,
if
you
I'm
can
not
see the,
mistaken
the
and
the
shit.
writing on the walls through the first couple episodes for real. Ulf bitch ass is mad because he gonna be a knight and not a lord for real. But I mean, me personally, I'd have just shut the fuck up and then just took over a fucking town. And then what they gonna do to you at that point? You got your
Right.
motherfucking dragon. They ain't ready to start another war over that shit. They just gonna let you take the shit over. Like,
Yeah, and it go a little deeper because um is a high probability he's actually Damon's half brother.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that shit.
So he possibly Damon half brother, and I don't know if Damon knows that,
Nah, not yet. That's why he was
but
smacking him up the way he was.
well, it would kind of make sense that would have been a reason he's smacking up like that if he knew. You know what I mean? But Oath knows, and you know what I mean. So he really feeling it doubly because that nigga smacking him up. You know what I mean?
And then they foreshadow what's his name, Hugh Hammer, um, pause his name because That's what I'm
His
calling
wife
what I
living.
do to bitches from now on. I gave that bitch that
Yo,
Hugh
Holly.
Hammer.
Yo, wow, Paul. Um, yeah, you said they
But
foreshadow him when they
his
showed his wife.
wife, they foreshadowing they do the battle of that. So I'm pretty sure that bitch gonna die. And then when he die, then he gonna die too. And I don't know much about. I know more
Yeah,
about
you breaking
Oath
up
or
real
whatever.
bad. Yo. Yeah, I can hear you now and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I know more about Oath and what happened with his story and shit like that. I know a little bit about Hugh Hammer, but I don't know why he turned for real. But with the way they foreshadowing his wife going to Tanny Town or Tanner Town, whatever the fuck it's called, I can see it being a battle there, and or I know that it's gonna be a battle there, and fucking she ended up getting killed. That's what turned bro.
Yeah.
Like so now you got
Okay.
because I think Oath drive or ride one of the biggest dragons in the realm for real. Like his ain't second, it's third.
Let me see. Boom. I mean, if you counting sheep still number two right now.
Right.
Uh, um, yeah. So Oaks might be number three right now after sheep stealer.
Yeah, so Oath got one of the biggest dragons in the in the land. So if he changed sides, that's a big ass that's a big ass flip for real. Pause. And then if you add Hugh,
Yeah.
because I think Hugh's still in the top five. Like
Right.
I mean, so now you got two of the top five fucking dragons in the round flipping sides. That shit could change that shit real quick.
Yeah, because I think the one plus the one that Hugh got, I think Yo got like a real hot fire or something like that. Pause. I think Yo got a hot fire. Like I think that's what like your specialty is your fire real hot. Some shit got to do with your shit.
That makes sense. I know Adam got the smallest one out
Would
of
you say
them
Mark
three.
Baylor? Would you say Baylor pissed you off, Mark? Yeah, she
What?
definitely. Um, because she did she did she fly to the battle or was the battle just in the route that she was going?
She was flying back to Dragonstone. She saw them right there, and then she went into battle.
All right, she was hasty with the battle shit. She was hasty with the battle shit. She had nowhere knowing. She didn't have nowhere knowing that what I mean the damn dragon wasn't going to just automatically know who the what's the name. She didn't know the dragon wasn't going to listen to her and all that. But at the same time, shorty, you ain't never practiced.
Yeah, she
You
ain't
gotta do
never
some more
practiced,
practicing.
but I mean, she young and she naive. That shit ain't really pissed me off for real. What really pissed me off was Jace dumbass flying so low for the second time. Like, how you get caught with the same move twice?
Yeah, yeah, I
Like that
agree.
shit was stupid to me. Like, all right, they caught you in the. I thought he was ready to die at the beginning for real. You feel me? When they caught him the first time. So I'm
Right,
thinking like, all right, that makes sense. They caught him. He went under. They hit him in the neck, but then Shorty broke the chain for him for real.
right.
Also, if uh, what is it? If it's what Raina, what's the other one name?
Raina and Baylor.
Baylor. Okay, so Raina is the one who
Okay, yeah,
broke the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
chain
You
for him.
talking about you? Hey, Mark, are you talking about Raina or you talking about Baylor? So how would Baylor have pissed you off? Baylor ain't really do nothing wrong. She's
Baylor
still
is
a
the
little.
one that was at the castle
Baylor is the one that rolled out with Jason shit.
with Jace. Yeah, yeah. Now
Okay.
Baylor ain't do shit. It was Raina that did the shit. So all
Yeah,
right, now I
yeah.
was confused for a second.
I thought he was talking about Raina though. I thought he was talking about Raina. That's now I'm
Raina ain't
wondering.
really do nothing to piss me off.
Yeah. Um, she did great claiming sheep stealer, and she was trying to go back to Dragonstone and let them know, damn, hey, I got a dragon. It's all good, and dragon beef might have even happened at Dragonstone. So something probably would have happened there if everybody was there chilling with the dragons. You know what I mean? Something probably would have happened. But her her ride just going into battle was hasty and shit, yo. I mean, it's just hasty, yo. Like it's too much going on and shit, as she found out.
Yeah, I mean that's true. In retrospect, in her mind when she was pulling up, she probably like, shit, I got the biggest dragon here. I can pull up. I can wreck shit. I can save the day, and then they don't have to put me in battle and da 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 da. Because she was mad that she was the one that got sent off with the kids. So like
Right. And she ain't had no
she
dragon.
wanted to prove herself. So like the bitch just saw a chance to prove herself and tried to for real, and it didn't work out. I mean, mostly to me, it's Jay's fault. Cause again, if you get hit with a motherfucking chain arrow the first time, why are you flying low again?
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Like the shit just don't make sense. And I know they try to play it like um Sheep Stealer like swiped at his dragon so he had to go low or whatever, but he didn't have to go that low. Like nigga went damn near towards the fucking water and then try to come back up, knowing that they shooting them bitches that almost killed your dragon the first time. Like and maybe he was just too
Uh,
inexperienced to think all that shit through at one time for real because I think that was part of what they was trying to hammer home too. He thought he was battle ready and he had already brokered a deal behind Rhaenyra back, so he thought that he could do what he wanted to do for real, and it backfired on him because he wasn't battle ready. Conversely, though,
right.
I think Rhaenyra would have died almost the same way.
Probably so.
Like,
And I mean, that's part of the whole. That's part of the whole line of the story is the fact that Jace really sacrificed himself so everything can go to its next stage and shit because all of this shit has something to do with the fire and ice prophecy. Like, even though what's going to happen between the blacks and the green ultimately happens, even though it seems like one side wins, actually because the other bloodline ends up surviving, that side actually fulfills the prophecy more and actually won theoretically and all this other shit, you know what I mean? Leading down to, you know what I mean, the fact that Rhaenyra line leads to Daenerys type shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah,
mm, all I know is Rhaenyra definitely turning into the Mad Queen. I can see
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit more clearly now. First, I'm like, they got her character too nice. How she gonna make this turn for real? And I can just slowly see it like seeping into it down to like the little details like her gripping the Iron Throne and it cutting her hand and shit like that. Because they always say,
oh, she did get cut.
yeah, 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 she did get cut. But
Okay.
they say they say if you grip the Iron Throne or you
Is
touch
it?
the Iron Throne and you're not worthy, then it cuts you for real.
Yeah, you're gonna be a fucked up leader.
So
You're gonna be a fucked up leader. And and I believe that's what it is supposed to like symbolize, and what it come down to is like when you fucking grip the Iron Throne and you hold on to that symbol too hard. That's, you know what I mean. That's when you fucking gonna get cut. You're supposed to sit on that motherfucker a certain way. You're supposed to be on point the whole fucking time type shit. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like you're really supposed to be like on, you know what I mean, just barely sitting on that bitch, you know what I mean? Because you know that motherfucker fragile type shit. You know what I mean? That whole king dumbass shit.
Yeah,
Shit really
nah.
don't mean nothing. You're not supposed to spend a lot of time on the motherfucker, basically.
Yeah, no, that shit definitely symbolical how they play it, and they made sure to like zero in on the fact that she gripped it and that was causing her to have cuts in her hand or whatever. So they definitely showing
Yeah, I
how
missed that shit.
she going to dive into becoming what they call her in the books, Magor with teeth.
Mago with tits.
They call it teats, but yeah, tits.
Yeah, I know they say teats is tits. Fuck that.
I mean, so she pretty much turned into the thing that she swore she wouldn't turn into. So I mean, I don't know. I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah, that shit just went off. Then it come on now, right?
Yeah. It came on at 9, so the shit just went off. So it should be on streaming soon. I'll probably watch that shit when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I probably watch before I go down for
Yeah, no, that shit is.
watch.
I mean, that shit. I like the way the season starting off, or the way the season should have ended last season.
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about is they gonna do the same thing at the end of this fucking season.
At least from what I understand, they knew they had a shorter season this year, so they condensed the season so it all fit into the season.
Okay.
So they should be able to motherfucking tell a story and go from there for real. Um, cause I mean, season 3, they really don't have to put too much into this shit. I think it's only like one more real big battle for real. There's a lot of dialogue in between, but it's only really one more big battle.
Okay.
So really, what they need to do is they need to get in contact with HBO, and they need to talk to them about fucking they need to talk to them about fucking extending season 4, because that's really the one where everything go down. And then like the last
Right.
season, at least the way they pacing it to me, would just be like the aftermath, and you seeing who come out on top ultimately, and
Hmm.
everything like that, like because if you just watch next season or you watch the end of this season, you're going to assume one of the wrong people come out on top.
Right.
I mean, because I would assume Rhaenyra and them still end up on top at the end of this season. Aegon get his drag work in next season, and then Aemon and Daemon do whatever they do in their little final battle. But then season
Right.
5 is just them, showing you the aftermath of all that shit. It'd be a couple little battles, but it don't be nothing too major. So I could see that. Might even see them holding off on Aegon versus Damon, Aemon versus Damon, um, until next year for real, or until season 5 for real. Like just because
You
that
said
shit,
season 5? I don't know. I think season 4 might be the last season, yeah.
I thought they was gonna go 5.
Oh, okay.
Now if
Yeah,
they
that should be.
do,
Because they really only need all right. Let's say like that major event and shit or whatever. That major event. The next episode they can do all of the aftermath for the next episode, can't they?
yeah, I mean, guess theoretically they do. Um,
Because the next time something like all right, something important happens right after, but the next time something stuff really get important is like when the children from that mature, right?
yeah, they probably gotta do a time jump. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's like completely like is that don't the unworthy come out of that shit?
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm.
Nigga Mark said that's why I'll never hate Daenerys. King's Landing had to go. King's Landing ain't necessarily have to go, Daenerys
Yeah,
could
I'm just
have just
wondering
went
why
into
King's Landing had
taking
to
over
go.
King's Landing the way she did, and then she could have fucking enacted the way she thought she was gonna rule to begin with. But I think, like Bruce said, fucking with the Game of Thrones part of the point or the plot is that the more the person want the throne, the worse they become to get it. I mean, and then once they get it, they so irredeemable that they'll do anything to keep that shit. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty much why Jon Snow is highlighted as the best character on the show because he legitimately didn't want it for a lot of those reasons, for real.
yeah.
I
You ain't
mean,
want nothing and shit.
so that's partly why people wanted him to be the leader or the king or whatever, for real. And if he didn't kill Daenerys, Daenerys would have eventually killed him.
You think so?
Yep, because
Because the
it
people
would
would have
have
wanted
been,
them
yeah,
too
it would have
much.
been too many people that wanted Jon Snow to be the king, even though he was married to the queen, which meant that he was the king anyway. But um, it would have been too many people calling for Jon Snow, and at the paranoid state that they put her in, she'd eventually started hearing voices, and they'd have told her to
Well,
kill his ass.
I will have to disagree with that for the simple fact that he's fucking Aegon. So at that point, she at that point she acquiescing, even if she believe in like, all right, both of us together are the song of Ice and Fire. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit she was on, but she wanted him to be on the same type of zealotry level that she was on, and he wasn't ever gonna get on that shit. So maybe I don't know if she'd have got paranoid to the point that she thought that he would turn on her, but I can't see her having a problem with him. I can't see her being on some shit like this nigga on in the way of the prophecy type shit, like because this nigga is fucking Aegon and
I
shit
don't think
type
she'd
shit.
have thought he
So
was in the way of the prophecy, but just like on some Mad King, Mad Queen type shit, eventually the fact that he's praised and beloved and you hate it and maligned is gonna get to you. Like, that's the way I see it. And she was already on
I
her
mean, it
way
could be.
to losing her mind, which is why he killed her to begin with, right?
I mean, they were getting across that she lost her mind, like she was done at that point.
All right, so if she lost her mind at that point, if he don't kill her, like it just make more sense to me that she'll motherfucking be like, yeah, this nigga on some shit.
Cause definitely on the way to some fascist regime type shit. The way she was carrying it and shit, like she was on some old Darth Vader Empire type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely thought it was coming, but he
But
did it first.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't the very ending wasn't bad. The season was just bad, if you ask me and shit. I wasn't even mad. I mean, all right, the way yo, the way she ended wasn't bad for me. The season was just bad, and the very ending could have been better. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But the way the way she ended, that shit wasn't all that bad to me. I mean, the dragon picking up and flying off and all that shit. That shit was a little bit adverse to the groundedness that they had tried to bring to the show. You know what I mean? They went a little fucking deep fantasy with that move, but still at the same time, you know what I mean? I don't mind the fact that Jon Snow killed her. You know what I mean? Like that.
No, me neither. I would have liked a little more. I don't know, just a little more um, story to lead
I'm
up
gonna
to
watch
it.
it. I'm gonna watch it again one day, Mark. I'm gonna watch the whole season over again one day. Mark saying he said it was overstated how bad that season was. I
I
don't
don't
know.
necessarily think the season was horrible, but it wasn't good either. Like,
It was a bad ending for the show.
it definitely wasn't
It was
horrible, wasn't good. It was
it
somewhere
was
in
a
between.
bad last season for that show. Like it wasn't one of that show's better seasons. Let's put it like that. So is it the
Especially
worst
when they was
season?
coming off.
Three great seasons. You know,
So that's how you gotta kind of look at it. Is the last season the worst season?
it is
The
by
show is
far.
goaded.
And I say that as somebody who hates the first season. Like, I legitimately preface people when they watch the show to ignore the first season until the ninth episode. Not ignore it, but you just kind of gotta put up with it until you get to the ninth episode. Like,
Yeah, I tell them just like this. I tell them like this. You gotta get through the first season. If you can get through the first season to the last episode, you're gonna be hooked. That's what I tell people. That's how I tell them.
like,
And
but
anybody
then
who claim they don't like the show, they never finished the first season.
yeah, no, I mean that's why I
It-
always tell people to get the like I try to give people a legit end goal. Like, just get to episode 9, yo. Like, if you can get to episode 9 and that shit don't make you stand up in your seat and make you want to watch the rest of the shit, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's really all it boils down to. And anybody I've ever gotten to watch up to episode 9 has fallen in love with the show.
yeah, and that was the issue, Mark. And that's on GRRM and on the creators. You know what I mean? Or the show. The whole thing with the having to create that ending. You know what I mean? And I think I think one of the things that they kind of did was they tried to put a twist in it and try not to make the shit predictable. How people wanted to see Jon Snow fight the Night King at the end, and that's it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't think anybody would have been disappointed if Jon Snow fought the Night King and defeated the Night King at the end.
Absolutely
I
not.
don't
I
think
think
that
more
would.
people would have been happy. Way more people would have been happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
As predictable as that is, you know what I mean?
times you gotta go with the
That's
fans want.
yeah. Give them a good ass motherfucking fight, nigga. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah, nah.
And at the same time, it's kind of tough because it's nothing none of the White Walkers could do with Jon Snow because he had that big ass sword. You clash weapons with him, right? Your shit gonna crumble. He touch you on your body with that motherfucker, you gonna crumble and shit. So maybe they was thinking that Jon Snow is actually too OP. So we gotta find a way to introduce this little dagger, which you gotta get in close with it in order to use it, which makes the approach to the Night King more dangerous if you gotta use a dagger as opposed to that long ass sword. Pause.
So
You know what I
so
mean?
so why couldn't they just fucking knock the sword
Jon
out of
Snow
Jon Snow
dropped
hand?
the sword and he pulled the dagger out.
Yeah, like why couldn't they just do that? Like, I get the logic, but in the grand scheme of shit, that shit is like, yeah, you could have easily written your way around.
A Mark. They alluded to Arya defeating the Night King when she had that motherfucking dagger, nigga. but she had that dagger. So really, really, it comes down to the dagger as opposed to this. Who's important is really everybody in the story is a delivery method for the dagger to go into the Night King and shit. Pause. Like that's what it's all coming down to and shit. Everything happening to get the dagger to a certain location. and
All
the
right,
dragon
cool.
and
But
the
then they
dragons is
probably could
there.
have put a little more emphasis on the fact that the cat's paw dagger was the one thing that could kill a night king.
But it wasn't the one thing that could kill a Night King. We all know that fucking dragon glass can kill a motherfucking Valerian steel can kill him. You know what I mean? There's probably something else out there that's magical that could kill him or whatever. But it's specifically the cat part was just going to be the thing that killed him, not necessarily that it's the only thing that killed him, but that it's going to be the thing that killed him and shit. You know what I mean?
I guess Arya could have dropped that bitch. John could have picked that shit up. Saved her life. Then he had the one, one last little knockdown, drag out fight with the Night King. Then he stabbed him with the bitch. They just could. It's so many ways they could have written that shit so that John, um, motherfucking could have been the one that actually did it.
Yeah.
Like Arya could have still came in. She could have still wrecked shit. She could have still did her thing, and then
You think they should
the
have banked
Night
him?
King overpower her. And then, she dropped the cat's tag, cat's paw shit, and then John pick it up and save her life, and he win.
Brian gave her a dagger and said it's wasted on a cripple. I say that they should have maybe banked them and shit. You know what I mean?
They probably should have banked them. And see, Bran is really the most diabolical person in Game of Thrones history.
Yeah, because
Like
White Walkers are really the only ones that can stop him and shit type shit. You know what I mean?
that, and he knew everything that was going to happen. He knew everything that was leading at up to a certain point. I want to say what was it, season 3 when he really got his like war, war powers and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So let's say from season 3 on, he knew everything that was going to happen, and he just let that shit fall into place so that he could become king.
Was it that so he can become king, or
I
was
mean,
it that?
theoretically, he literally ends up the series as the king of fucking
But all right,
the Seven
just
Kingdoms.
but just like hold the door, is nothing that he can do about the shit anyway.
Plenty of shit he can do about it.
So all his any manipulations that he does and any decisions that he does ultimately make was the decision that was going to be made
Is that true?
because
Because it
because
stated
because of hold the door.
that it stated that motherfucking Brandon Rivers, the original Three-Eyed Raven, he manipulating the times that's going on now to get the desired result that he want.
And the desired result that he want is what was to be anyway because of
But
hold the
if it's a
door.
fixed point in
Hold the
time,
door. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm just saying, if it's a fixed point in time, how can he manipulate the past to get the desired result that he wants? But Bran can't manipulate the past or the present or whatever the case is to get the desired result that he wants.
When you say Manipulate. What do you mean?
So they said that he be using Alice Rivers and even Helena to an extent for real to relay messages or carry out things that he wants them to do to help push the result to what he wants it to be.
Who says that brand is not a part of that process? Because of kind of how it's almost understood of how the three-eyed raven shit work.
I don't know, man. Brand was
Because
supposed to be the
because of
strongest three-eyed raven, right?
because of hold the door, I think that is fixed, but they are manipulating, but they only manipulating when they supposed to be manipulating because it's fixed.
I don't know,
Because of
man.
hold the door. Hold the door tell you that, y'all.
I don't know, man. I don't agree. I don't agree, man. I agree with Mark that Brand was like King the Conqueror. I agree with that. I think Brand is similar to King the Conqueror. He can go back to any point in history and alter anything that he wants to alter.
I think that
Maybe
yes.
things
I think
that
that
are not.
yes. All right, listen to me. I think that yes. But if he goes back and manipulate time at a certain point, I bet you that his machinations is going to lead to the three-eyed raven being formed and lead back to him getting his lessons as the three-eyed raven at another point. There's no brand without that three-eyed raven being a three-eyed raven.
Maybe that's a fixed point in time. The three-eye point, I mean, the three-eye raven becoming a three-eye raven. Maybe that's a fixed point in time. Outside of that, they manipulating everything.
Right. It's the cycle of the three-eyed ravens or whatever that's manipulating everything. That's what I'm saying. When the three-eyed ravens is doing his machinations, in a way it's still Brand doing the machinations because eventually Brand is going to be a part of that network. So
Right.
I
I
so I
agree
so
with
I
that.
still so I still think that even though they changing shit in the past, they ain't doing they might be changing shit, but their change ultimately ends up necessary to make happen what's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the forms of fictional time travel. You know what I mean? That is really only one timeline, and that motherfuckers that can manipulate it, you know what I mean, that either got in a time machine or whatever they did to be able to get to manipulate or affect time, ain't do nothing but make time happen the way it was supposed to. And then you got the Back to the Future time travel where it's only one timeline. But if you do something back in time, you wasn't supposed to be there, so you gonna change everything that happens in the future. So I think they more on that other time loop type shit to where as though everything they do was supposed to happen, so it ends up happening the way it's supposed to happen, even though they might think they doing something at a time until they get ultimate understanding. I think the three-eye that's the first lesson of the three-eyed raven was that hold the door shit. No matter what you do, you're not gonna change nothing. You know what I mean? You're changing something, but you ain't changing nothing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like
I kind of agree with Mark.
what what was
Like the
going to
three
happen?
eye
What was going to
Raven
happen?
is the entity, like the Phoenix from X-Men. Like that shit just inhibits a specific person in each generation.
I,
And
I'm not. Yeah, I mean that's almost kind of what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I'm saying that when the three eye raven, when blood raven, I keep on saying the three eye raven, when blood raven is manipulating whatever, you know what I mean. Brand is a part of that network that can go back. So like I think Brand can go back, and if the three eye raven doing some shit, I do believe Brand can go back and see the three eye raven doing that shit, right? I
so
think
you
all of
think, not to cut you off, so you ever seen that scene of the Flash where he go back in time to save his mother and he about
uh
to try to save his mother, but then there's another Flash right there telling him not to save his mother and that he can't. You think it's along those lines?
I think it's along like the three eye raven exists, right? I do think that Blood Raven don't exist no more past that point when um when he died in the cave, when they caught up with him. So I think at that point his essence just goes into the network. So he not gonna be conscious. They probably not gonna see past that point. But that's how they know when they pass in the three eye raven shit on, when they can't see past that point no more. You know what I'm saying? For what's happening from that point on. But if Bran go back to a certain point where the three eye raven, let's say like the three eye raven is dead in his machinations, Bran can see the three eye raven. You know what I mean? Like he might be like in the corner or something like that. Like, and he can manipulate something while the three eye raven manipulating something, but that machination ain't doing nothing but looping back to what's going to happen anyway. That's kind of what I'm saying. But I do
Mm.
believe that the three eye raven consciously can end. That's what happened in the cave when he passed everything else to Bran and shit as the conscious three eye raven that goes forward from that point. You know what I mean? Like we both can go back in the past in that point from the essence. You know what I mean? But when you see me in the past, that's me in the past.
Okay. So from that point on, Bran can manipulate the future on his own because it hasn't been a new three-eyed raven born yet.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no three eye raven until it's got to be some situation like it's a real like a show enough three-eyed raven that's coming, you know what I mean, whatever happened, you know what I mean, between them two, it got to get passed on, I guess, you know what I mean.
So
and
Bran,
and
he
brand not ain't take that situation to where as though he locked into the werewood net. I think that's a part of the passing on and shit. You know what I mean?
all right.
You gotta become a part of the werewood net. And Brand ain't at that point. Brand at the point where there was a point where like Blood Raven was like the head of the Night Watch or something like that. Like he was out in the north being basically king of the north, basically. You know what I mean? On some shit. You know what I mean? Type shit. until he
So
until he fully committed to becoming that motherfucker stuck in a tree. You know what I mean?
all right. So my question is, from the time the Blood Raven died to the time the series ended,
Mm-hmm.
Bran was the only three-eyed raven, right?
Yes.
So was he not free to manipulate the future however he wanted to manipulate it? The chain of events that took place,
Is he
was
free
that
to?
not directly
Is he free?
something that he knew? Are you
All right.
saying that he didn't know what was going to happen?
Manipulating the future? Do you mean predicting the future? and
Not
then
even predicting it. He just knew what was going to happen, and he did nothing to help it.
right. I'm not disagreeing with you to the point that Bran let everything happen in order to become king. But what I'm what but my point is that the story is saying that that's either necessary or it might be written that the three-eyed raven is the villain of the story.
And I think that's what it automatically comes down to is that Bran knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how much loss his family, each side was going to take, everything like that. He knew all of those
Uh-huh.
things. And he let every one of those things happen
To get to the point where
to get to
area
the point to where as
the
though,
area
yeah,
got
Arya killed the Night King.
yeah.
Cool. But he ended up king. I feel like it was a self-fulfilling I would say prophecy. A self-fulfilling prophecy.
I understand what you're saying. I don't know if
He
that
is the
exactly matches
undercover
that
star of the
term.
show. From the time that he get pushed out that window to the time that he become king, he's really the undercover star of the show.
I mean, the way that George R. R. Martin explains it is that the stars of the show are Jon Snow, Arya, Tyrion, and Bran. Like they are the stars. That's the crippled something else and broken things. And Arya fit under, you know what I mean, being under the patriarchy. You know what I mean? So that's that's like George bastards, cripples, and broken things. You know what I mean? And Jon Snow ends up not being a bastard. So him just going to the north and you know what I mean? Yes, I'm important, but this king shit ain't important. You know what I mean? At the end, you know what I mean? That's all George Martin. Yes, he's making the cripple nigga the star of the show. You know what I mean? From the beginning, you know what I mean? Very beginning, him being paralyzed from the waist down. You know what I mean? You thinking that, you know what I mean, he's nothing to the show at this point. You know what I mean? This little cripple nigga pause. I mean, sorry. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with you. Because George R. R. Martin basically said that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bastards, cripples, and broken things. I forgot what he said. But he said
I don't know.
that's what the show is about. You know what I mean? That's who I got winning. You know what I mean? So he got all these people with the royal blood and the right to and all that stuff. If it's somebody gonna be somebody with royal blood, they're gonna be crippled and supposedly not able to have children for their all of that bloodline shit. You know what I mean? That comes along with it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's me or
But
you, but one of us is real staticky right now.
yeah, you staticky. But I just want to say one thing about that. But the way the story goes, Brand's child, quote unquote, would be the next three-eye raven and shit. You know what I mean? Who really, you know what I mean? The three-eye raven is really the shadow king. You know what I mean? So Brandon ended up being a three-eye raven. That Brand ended up being a three-eye raven. Yo,
Yo, yo.
yo, yeah, a little bit staticky.
So it's you. That's
Yeah, I
why
don't
I
know
left.
what's going on. Hold on. Yo, yo, Yeah, what I was saying is that Brand's child would be the next three eye Raven. So he can't have a child. He wouldn't be able to have a child on his own, but whoever the three eye Raven that he would assign or train to be the next one would be theoretically his child, even though he couldn't have his own and shit. You say Mark Crab turned into Agent Smith. That's funny. He's certainly the most important. He's basically the narrator since he knows everything. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Him and what's my man name? The little chubby dude, because he ended up being the one that wrote everything down. Like he the one that. So I think we saw the events of the OG series. That was my man. What's my man that became a maester? That had the little inbred boo. I forget your name. You know what I mean? They had the inbred boo boo. If y'all remember his name, you can let me know what your name was. I wonder how early the streaming site's gonna have this next episode of House of the Dragon up and running. Samwell Tarly. Yeah, Sam was the first one to lay down a White Walker for real that we seen. Yep, 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 yep. Sam was the first one to body a Walker. Let's see, House Dragon World Cup. Oh yeah, we wanted to go over the World Cup a little bit. I really haven't been keeping up. I've just been keeping up with the fact that that the U.S. I just been keeping up with the fact that the U.S. actually been doing pretty well this year. And did anybody see that Buttons Freeman, the Antonio Freeman's son, is one of the better players on the U.S. national team? Like he had a game winning goal in one of the games. Anybody notice that? I hate the way this AC working. Yeah, I don't know shit about soccer either. Since somebody retired tonight, I wonder who that was. Fuck up with this AC. It's just crazy. Should be having a mind of his own. Yeah, but that's the only thing I really wanted to highlight with the soccer shit is that former NFL Packers great Antone in Baltimore, Polytechnic Institute great, Virginia Tech great Antonio Buttons Freeman. Okay, Neymar. Yeah, yeah, he one of the golded niggas and shit. I remember hearing his name a lot back in the early 2000s. So he been doing it for a minute. Yeah, Antonio Buttons Freeman. His kid plays for the U.S. national team. Yeah, Antonio Buttons Freeman's son had a game-winning goal in one of the earlier World Cup matches for the U.S. team. So he got to be nice at it. You know what I mean? So I like to see. I think it's important that we funnel some of our top flight athletes into soccer just to show the world what our kids can do. You know what I mean? What our athletes can do. Um, I always thought with the influx of Africans and the influx of yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I always thought that with the influx of Africans and influx of um, Hispanics that we have in the U.S., I always thought that that would bolster our soccer talent pool. Um, Even if our kids, our homegrown kids never really gravitated to soccer. But that really hasn't happened. So maybe, what I mean, with some of these World Cups, with some of the visibility over the social media era of some of the more famous and some of the rich soccer players, that you'll have some kids that'll when they start soccer at an early age, maybe they'll get into soccer internet culture, and then that'll push them further into the sport. You know what I mean? It won't be such a niche thing in the U.S. We'll have more kids. Um, I mean, the biggest thing with our kids is, we'll have some that might excel in the street, in our communities, but they might not even have friends that live in their own neighborhoods that are really into soccer. So they don't have other kids to play with, quote unquote pick up soccer. You know what I mean? So I think that has always been the biggest problem with soccer and properly feeding the talent pool of soccer in the U.S. To properly feed the talent pool like other countries do. Their soccer is like basketball is in the U.S. It's just those countries look for pro talent early. Yeah, I mean, I think we do too. You know what I mean? I think we got a USA soccer system that's looking for pro level, international level talent early. But what it is their talent pools are much bigger for the sport. You know what I mean? It's the national sport pretty much in all those other countries. So it's almost like basketball. Not as much as you used to, but still in the US you can go anywhere, and it's basketball is the number one street sport in the US. It's the sport that all kids pretty much play at some point in time. They pick up a basketball, they throw it in the hoop. You know what I mean? Like us, we used to play with crates nailed to telephone poles when we were young. That's how they treat soccer in those other countries. They play pickup soccer on street soccer courts like we play basketball. Basketball like that has become more popular over the last 20, 30 years, like that in other countries, to where as though they got more public outdoor courts and people playing. But for the most part, over history, it's been pickup soccer in the street in most of these countries. So if that's the sport that everybody's playing, it makes your talent pool more broad. So when the cream rises to the crop from a large talent pool, that's why their players are better. Now the US can what we can invest into the players at early age. So we got more money to put into players than Argentina has. But Argentina just got more players playing and with a broader talent pool. So if you become the best out of that, what I mean, out of a broader talent pool, you can become that motherfucker become messy and shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is, what I mean? It's not popular to the point where like if soccer was popular like basketball 30 years ago, like basketball, where it's a soccer court replaced for every basketball court all over the U.S., we would completely dominate soccer. We would obliterate the world in soccer if if I grew up playing street soccer. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I would have been one of the ones. I'm saying the ones that was the ones in the other and some of the other sports like basketball and football would have been them ones in soccer. You know what I mean? Like we would have completely dominated. And it's going to be hard to get to that point for us for the simple fact. Well, I see a couple public like showing up like street soccer courts, not soccer fields. You see soccer fields all over the place, but I'm talking about public street soccer courts. I seen maybe two of those in Baltimore. One of them is like in a and down by Canton. You know what I mean? So it's like a more of a like kind of affluent area or whatever. So it's not they don't have if they put that if they build that down by Eastern Avenue or something like that, then you might get the kids that'll get out there that you really want to get out there and play soccer because they're the ones that might be kicking the ball around in their backyard or whatever or at the park kicking the ball around to each other. But until it becomes a second nature street sport that American kids pick up at 3 and they go play with their they buddies outside, because that's when you become a master when you do it in your spare time. And yeah, Eastern Avenue. That's what I was talking about, like the Eastern Avenue shit. A lot of Hispanics down there. Until American kids start playing soccer in their spare time, we won't be golden in soccer. Like we doing real good now. You know what I mean? We doing real good, but we won't be golden in it until American kids start playing it in their spare time. American kids that are good at basketball, man, they play basketball in their spare time. They practice basketball in their spare time. They play competitive basketball in their spare time. And this is outside of the main competition in the school and stuff like that. So they play it in their spare time for fun and they play it for me trying to be great, you know what I mean, and be ranked and all that shit, you know what I mean? So that's the difference, you know what I mean? Difference. Pick up. Now, there are a lot of whole lot of leagues and stuff going on that like a lot of people don't know about. Like I see a lot of like indoor leagues and stuff like that. Um, a lot of spots that was reserved just for basketball back in the day, like them indoor basketball spots. They got indoor soccer fields in there now, and they got like leagues and stuff in there that I see. But these be like adult Hispanic dudes too. So the Hispanic dudes, and that's the type of culture that greatness can come out of if their kids is also in that culture too. But adult Hispanic dudes, they got soccer leagues, indoor, mainly indoor, but outdoor too. But they got soccer leagues the same way we got like house leagues and all of that stuff that for basketball. You know what I mean? And on some level, like flag football and stuff too. But they got the same type of thing going on with their soccer that we got going on with our basketball. And that's what I'm talking about, like as far as like a culture, like a culture of soccer. You know what I mean? A culture of soccer. But within that, I didn't see no blacks. When I see those leagues and stuff, I didn't see any blacks in it. You know what I mean? Like for real, it involved. I think maybe it might be a market to start getting black teams into those leagues. You know, there's some Africans I know in soccer league. Yeah, so the league I seen, there was only Hispanics in it, but I'm pretty sure that now that there's even more influxes of Africans, even since I saw those leagues, that they probably would have those leagues. Yeah, that. But I've really got like a lot of ideas with soccer. I don't know. I'm not versed at the game a whole lot. I can't teach the game. I couldn't tell a kid what or what not to do with soccer. I just enjoy the sport. I like the idea of there being another alternative athletically for kids, you know what I mean? If they got into it and they got a love for it. for another lane for our kids that I know that they will excel with it if it became second nature like the big three sports do. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean, since niggas don't play baseball no more like that, that soccer might be the one that we should fill our baseball in with soccer. You know what I mean? What time is it, man? It's 11. Yeah, yeah. Well, we've been cutting up tonight, man. I'm about to turn it in. I think we actually went over most of our Fourth of July. Yeah, we pretty much did go everything. I ain't gonna go on my culture catch up, go through the YouTube algorithm tonight because I'm actually a little burnt out from this weekend. You know, man, this weekend took me out. I don't know if y'all was listening earlier, but I got the mash put on me yesterday on that grill. I was on the grill for hours yesterday, flipping and flopping the burgers and the chickens and all of that stuff under that extreme heat. And I actually worked today, and I had to do a little bit of work outside today too. So I'm a little worn down. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it in. I'm gonna see if I can catch up with this House of the Dragon before I go to sleep. I'm gonna check that out. Come through tomorrow and probably wrap it up about that tomorrow. So peace out. It's a joy for everybody that came through. Holler at my man Mark as usual. Hey Mark, yo, we gotta do the Max Headroom shit, yo. We gonna get you on here with the Max Headroom, yo. I'm gonna see if Snap got a filter for it so you can come up on here, yo. But peace out. You know what I mean? Thank you for the Fourth of July weekend party, and I'm out.